I need now to post the link everywhere.
Righto. Okay. Okay, one.
Okay, I need to organize my Discord server so I know which ones auto promote me and which ones don't.
Didn't you say you have a server of your own?
Yeah, but I mean also other servers.
I mean, the reason why I ask is, if you like, I could promote your server on my one if you want.
Honestly, my server only exists so that announcements are made because everything there's kinda dead.
Very well. Right. Getting the link now.
Yeah, it's going out everywhere.
Bloody, 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 blah. Come on. Watch this YouTube video later. And we are in.
Wonderful! You don't see a lot right now, but that's because I'm still sending the link around. And giving the servers with bots time to catch it. Oh, and also alerting my friend Ingrid so that he knows because he has been waiting for this.
I take it this one area coming up to is.
It's the Hell House rematch.
My God, the Alice in Wonderland battle.
I need to get there first, but it's the Hell House rematch.
I swear that house is literally that guy you ended up jamming in that door. I swear to God, that door in the front of the house is that guy who wants
That would be
payback.
funny. Also, Shimmy? Yeah, FF7 remake. I'm starting in a second. I just need to post the link on my own server real quick. And I have a guest. Please introduce yourself and anything you want to plug. While I slowed the game.
Hang on a minute. My headset seems to be messing up. Can you repeat what you said, please?
Just to introduce yourself for anybody that is already here.
Okay. Well, hello everyone. I am Countess Ravencroft or Ravencroft. I respond to both. How are you all? And also, how are you, Flutterdark?
Oh, I'm doing great. Oh.
I'm not gonna stay too long,
Thanks
but
for the
I
luck,
thought.
Ward. That's okay. I know also a lot of people don't watch this because they don't want to get spoiled. Which is very understandable.
But they did show up to show support, so
Yeah,
gotta give them their props.
Hey, Shadow! Stream and chapter literally just started. And why I do have to play the chapter twice, the second time will probably be off stream.
Back when they were still building Midgar, there was an accident.
Yes, I have to play the chapter twice. Manuscripts are stupid.
There weren't a lot living there at the time, but...
Well, you gotta take the good with the bad. I mean, at least playing it twice, you can backtrack and see anything that you missed. Provided, of course, you did miss out a few things.
Yeah, but the bigger thing is you have to play the chapter so much. You have to play the chapter, assuming you don't know anything about hard modes, double doing and shit. You need to play the chapter 5 times. you don't know about the manuscripts, you need to play this 5 times. 1 for the story, 2 more for the other addresses, 2 for hard mode manuscripts.
Oh, what people won't do for completion.
Ah, it's not bad.
Well, I should hope not. I mean, considering the fact that the people at Square Enix did put a lot of work in the remastered, I mean,
It'll be an
hell,
adventure.
not even done yet.
I mean, the bigger honestly, completing Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories is still the worst 100% I ever did.
Take the lead.
I'm coming.
I wouldn't know.
How about grinding 2 people to level 99 that don't grow stronger after like 30, and that has no optional boss that warrants being level 99?
Easy.
You sound bitter about it.
Oh, I am!
Sloppy.
Because it's a trophy that you have to do on both characters here. There is nothing to do with your level. Sora doesn't get stronger after 54 when he gets Mega Flare. And Riku doesn't get stronger after, I think it was 30 to 60. I don't know when you can get the last attack up. Because you have all the attack
Nothing to
ups.
it. What's that?
A big arm. Kinda cute. don't
Also,
think?
you don't improve at all in defenses. Your cards are shit. Heck, we can't even edit this fucking deck.
Oh, great. Someone's pulled up the ladder.
A word to the wise. Don't play Kingdom Hearts unless you want to get it
Honestly,
annoyed.
that is just for completion. The game itself is fine.
It's this way.
But when you play Tan Chain of
Here's an
Memories,
idea.
it's just bad.
I'll hop on and you give me a ride.
Kingdom Hearts
Where to
2
go-
is amazing.
Absolutely. I'll throw down the
Oh,
ladder
no
for you
doubt
to climb
about
up
it. Though, I'm kind of annoyed that it didn't take until a few years later till they brought the extended edition out. You know what, with that.
Yeah, the final mix
it-
thing.
Yeah, you know when you go into Hollowed Bastion and there's that Cavern of
Oh,
Remembrance place?
yeah. The thing is,
But-
and I should mention this, the West did not see final mix until the PS3 versions happened. So it really
Okay.
only sucked for the
Give me a
Japanese.
sec. And here comes the ladder.
So the place had great music,
Well,
and
what did I tell ya?
plus, not to mention, it was bittersweet getting to fight against the organization members again. Got to admit.
I imagine this thing like original KH2 and Sephiroth is just chilling in a bar by himself, having a nice drink. And then suddenly an entire gang walks in because, you know, the data fights, and Lingering will walk in and be like, yeah, bitch, we are here now, what up? A round for my boys, and everyone is making a party, and Sephiroth is sad because if he would try to hurt any of them, well, he would be dead.
Typical Sephiroth, the mama's boy. And I'm sorry for anyone in the chat who is a mama's boy, I'm not judging. Only Sephiroth.
This is gonna hurt.
I feel like I should apologize ahead of time. I am playing Pokemon while we are chatting.
That's it. Go on. Can you take over for me? You're fine.
You okay, Jen?
Oh yeah, I'm okay.
Don't overdo it.
He just went silent there. I don't think you were expecting the whole mama's boy comment.
No, I'm just silent because enemies.
Actually, that's a point. For some reason on my stream screen and whatnot, all I'm seeing is the Final Fantasy title screen.
What?
Hang on, I'm gonna try and refresh it. Give me a moment.
Yeah, you should, because I know the game is playing.
Oh, that's
Connection's
weird.
bad
Used to
at
be
the
a way
moment.
through here.
On what quality am I streaming?
I wonder if some
Pretty dangerous.
raised in the slum.
Well,
That's supposed to be a compliment.
this way. You're not. Well, let's put it this way. My internet is kind of laggy at the moment. I can't figure out for the life. So I
Did,
cannot truly.
did Steam start downloading something maybe? I mean, it is an idea.
This might take a
Take your time.
moment.
Seriously.
Get him! I'm coming!
That's that.
Just a bit. Hey, I bet you can grab that container with the arm. Well then, I'm gonna head down. Okay, Cloud, ready?
Give me just a sec. Just had to open the window. It felt warm in here. Alright. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, right there. Hold on while I drop the ladder.
Hang on a minute.
Take
I'm
your
not
time.
quite sure what.
Not quite sure what.
Cloud, over here. Well, jump.
Oh god. I wanted to pause something in the background, not start the volume.
You sure you want to fight? That's it. One more shot.
Deal with that.
I'll take care of him. This one's for you. What the? We'll make it quick. Get him!
Come on.
Hey, you asked. Why don't you lead the way?
Taking over.
I'll show you what I can do. Sorry, but I gotta. Whoa, not too fast, okay?
Got it.
Let's get the hell out of here!
Wait, you guys! Don't leave me! I'm coming!
Random question, but why did you quit being a soldier?
That is random.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Did you have any soldier friends? Any war buddies?
No. Not really.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting.
That was close.
Come on. Keep it together.
Can you take over for me? Stay back.
Get ready. I'm waiting. Come on.
Ouch.
I won't give up.
Ouch!
I'm here.
Shake it off. I'm waiting.
Sorry. Get him! I'll tagging out.
I got this. I see you. Take the lead.
I'll show you. It's your turn.
Let's do this.
One more shot. Stay back.
See ya.
God.
Moving on then. Stupid ladders, always out of reach. Okay, Cloud, heading down. You're in charge of the arm. Got it? Cloud! Cloud! Thanks for the lift. I'll have that ladder down for you in a sec.
Do, do, do. Get pinged, das ist das da des Servers. Ah, it was just the bot catching the thing. Do, 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 do. No, no, it cannot. Are you still in the car even?
That went pretty well.
No,
Sure
I
did.
can't hear you. Maybe you need to rejoin the voice call?
Huh? Wait a minute. Did you just...
Can you hear me though?
Don't worry. We'll be on the same page next time.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, okay?
Wait a sec. Map. Alright, there's the ladder. Yeah, let's just try this. Hello? Technical difficulties, everyone.
Hold it right there, lovebird.
Oh, perfect. But yeah, try leaving and re-entering the voice call.
We made it. Smell the fresh air?
Maybe then we can get it to work.
Cloud, up top.
Hello?
Hello.
I can hear you again.
Holy crap, miracles happen.
Well, you didn't miss much.
All right.
I mean, from what I saw from the live stream, you were at the crane area and you just finished fighting some Shinra lackeys.
Yeah, some idiot bandits wanted me dead.
Seriously, what did you... Actually, no, don't answer that. Your Cloud Strife. I think you've done plenty enough to piss them off at this point.
Actually, the people I fought weren't Shinra lackeys. It was just random bandits in that hallway. And some old Shinra prototypes that were scrapped. So I haven't pissed off anyone.
Guess this is it then.
I'm about to though.
Yeah.
I mean, would you be pissed off if people would come around the entire time asking to get into the house of a mafia boss?
I wouldn't know. I'm not a mafia boss, nor a lackey.
Tifa?
I'm gonna say that for legal reasons.
But that's literally what is about to
Come on,
happen.
Cloud. We gotta hurry.
Luckily, somebody warned me about... Wait, am I walking the right way? I'm walking the right way. Wonderful. So, luckily, somebody warned me about the Hell House Hard Mode editions.
Yes?
Yeah, so I will have to prepare for that when the fight comes. Luckily, also, in Hell House, I can spend Aerith's MP freely, as that is the last fight she exists in.
Hey there.
You gave a ride
I feel
to
I
a
should
girl.
give you a heads up beforehand. I may say some things in the live stream that may not coincide with current things, what's going on. For some reason, my computer refuses to watch things on the dot as they happen.
Well,
I expected that, because come on, you're not watching a Discord stream, you're watching a Twitch stream. So there is
she's a
delay,
great fighter.
guaranteed.
That helps.
Wait a minute.
that's her.
Oh, that's good. Now I feel less guilty.
What do you mean?
I can't stream both, my internet is... I'm lucky that the upload, sorry, of the stream works.
So where can we find...
What are you at? Do what
Ah,
you
that's
got.
fair.
Secondly, it
Maybe
doesn't
we'll have
matter
better
about
luck
what we
in
talk,
time.
really. I just want, because honestly, the only thing that is interesting that is about to happen is her house. But that still takes a second. I need to trigger it first.
Well, speaking of things to talk about, how has the weather been in your neck of the woods? United Kingdom, it's been baking at my end.
But it's not baking hot, but more baking. How do you call it when there's a lot of moisture in the air?
Humidity.
Yeah, it's humid AF.
I mean, are you at the northern? I mean, are you at the northern part of Germany, or are you
No, I'm in the
inland?
southern part, but the thing is, it is still, we had a humid day, and therefore it feels warmer than it actually is.
Check it out.
Well, I cannot really say. I'm be suspicion where you are. You sound more like you're boiling than baking. Just who's ever in the chat stream, just get some fan art of Jan as a vegetable boiling in a pot.
You know, that's
Not
kind
so
of difficult
fast,
without
but
a
we're looking
reference
for some-
image.
Let me guess. Yeah. So people can't just
How about me then?
maybe. You know
Yeah,
what?
that's true.
Excuse you?
Kind of cute.
I don't know. How do you picture Jan Flutterdog? How do you picture this magnificent German
And who
beastie?
can-
The trio first, and then there's Matt. Last but not least, they're an eccentric.
Let's
Duly
see.
noted. Thanks for the
Short
info.
black hair, glasses, default clothes, like the normal pants and his shirt, nothing fancy. I never wear fancy. If I wear fancy clothes, you know I am forced to do so.
Sounds like the bipolar opposite of myself.
You sure about this?
If you've got any better ideas.
Not really.
Like, seriously, I hate suits, and at one time I had to wear one and it was not really fun. And
But-
I am pretty much not a fan of, like, how do you say these? Like, fancy shirts? I don't know how to describe what a hemd is.
You mean the dress? You mean the dress shirts with the long sleeves with the cufflinks?
Kinda.
I think I know the shirt you're talking about.
But it doesn't have to be long shirts, but a lot of them are, yeah. It's basically that.
There are worse things to wear in the world. I mean,
I know.
I could give a few examples, but I really don't think that's inappropriate for this stream, to be honest.
Then why would I do
I'm not
I
really
mean, we
sure.
both know of things that would be worse to wear, but the thing, honestly, is the reason why I hate it is probably more why society wants people to wear them than the things themselves. Because the real reason is people don't wear them because they like them. People wear them because other people think it's fancy, it looks good, you're well dressed when you wear these things. When you could be the biggest asshat this head of town.
Know what you mean? I mean, personally, I can only speak for myself. I am quite fond of suits, and depending on how you wear them and whatnot, it can make you look
pretty please?
£1 million or $1 million if you want to go for the standard colloquial term where it comes from. However, as you said, problem is people look at a person in a suit, probably think, "Oh, great, another rich arsehole."
Call it, Missy.
Nah, it's
Her tail.
like, it's more like everybody says, hey, if you go to a shop interview, you have to wear good clothes. And I'm like, I will never wear these at the shop.
Guess wrong.
Why should I for an interview? When I will never wear them on the shop itself.
I don't know. It's probably because they may think that you're putting in the extra effort, all of that sort of crap.
What are some other bullshit? Yeah. Like, I hate in general a lot of what society associates with clothes. Meanwhile, I'm just like, clothes are clothes. If you feel good in them, no matter what it is, no matter what colors it is, no matter how stupid it looks, it's fine.
That's visionary politics for you.
I guess they're closed right now?
Oh, right, I went to the inn, but never in the inn. I'm an idiot.
Don't worry. You got me here. I'm here to make you look good. I'm supposed to play the idiot. Still, topic of clothes, though. I mean, oh crap! Now I've lost my train of thought.
Whoa.
Don't mind me.
But there's one thing in this chapter that I missed and saw in a YouTube video today, which I kinda have to show off now.
Oh,
It's not an item, it's just a character you wouldn't expect to be here. Pun not intended.
character reference?
No, just the character from another part of the game is here and you wouldn't think they would be. Now let me quickly find my way back down this place, because the corner around the Honeybee Inn is a bigger maze than the rest of this wall market.
Nothing says a good crime lord like making a maze of his HQ.
Was this the place? I think this was the place. I may have gone the wrong way.
I'm not sure if it's number 7 or number 8 this happens, but I think in the original version you could find Kefka's laugh somewhere in one of the buildings.
I don't know either which game it is. But no, that's not what I'm looking for.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't remember everything from anything either, unless I have recently checked it. Yeah, I went into the wrong alley.
We're getting old, Jan. We're becoming old men.
Nah, I saw this thing like once in a YouTube video. And only vaguely checked about the layout. So give me a second, I should be able to find the thing.
No worries. I'm sure the people in the stream can be patient.
I think it was here, at least it would fit with the map. Or not. Well, I'm just gonna say what it is. You remember that teacher from the Sector 5 slums?
Oh yeah, what's her face? The dark-skinned lady with the black hair.
Yeah, she's a dancer at the Honeybee Inn and standing around somewhere in the Royal Market.
What?
Yes!
Teacher by day, stripper by night. What the fuck? This is too real. It's too close to home. Abort! Abort!
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I did find that out on a YouTube video of someone else playing FF7 and she stumbled over her and I was like, holy shit, what?
Welcome. Just the two
I don't know whether to laugh or cry at the moment. It's cruel.
The good news is we are coming up to the Colosseum.
Cloud?
Yes, because nothing says fun like beating the living snot out of your opponents.
And fighting a giant house.
And watching Johnny get his ass kicked while reminding everyone of the bro code.
The thing is, I will have to do some side
What are you
quests, which is
doing?
also the reason I have to do the chapter twice on hard mode.
Flexing.
And have to do Hell House twice on hard mode, because the side quests are after it.
But
No, no.
I figured that's part of the fun of it. I mean, no sense in getting it all done early. I mean, last I checked, you didn't do that pull-up mission as well on hard mode.
The pull-ups are minigame and not dependent on difficulty. And then chapters 40.
Tell me what you want. And we'll take
yeah.
it from
The
there.
reason why I have to do side quests at all in this one is because basically any side
wanted
quest
the
that has a
trio, right?
battle in
And
it
one-
is assigned a manuscript that gives extra
Huh?
SP.
I could never send doing so. Is
Ah,
something wrong with
But
my
see.
because Chapter 9 has a split side quest set,
It's alright, I guess.
you get to
Look,
do this
Sorry.
twice.
So long as you
How much?
what I said, but don't
Do
worry.
it twice and make it sound like as if the people playing should consider it a privilege.
If you win the tournament, out.
There any prize money?
To be fair, that depends on how much you like fighting Hell House.
They're already letting fighters inside. You should hurry.
Because again, the
I'm just-
side quests are after it.
I'm just waiting for the DLC stuff where you get to unlock outfits for the characters. For example, like
Nothing good.
example,
I wouldn't expect a
Tifa
favor from
in
this town.
the stuff that she worked on Corneos
Yeah,
or
Could
or
you
as-
imagine playing the entire game
one thing I'm
with
definitely
Cloud
sure
Frost
of.
dressing?
I appreciate the confidence, just
if you tempt me, I might end up doing that on my playthrough when it eventually comes around to it.
Sadly, there is no option to do that.
No, not yet, at least. I wouldn't run it past Square Enix, let's put it that way.
I wouldn't want to pass Square Enix to give Cloud this outfit in other games.
Surprised they didn't do it for his
What's this?
Super Smash Brothers appearance.
yes, the two of us are
Honestly, I think Nintendo would have just said no.
Team it is. Head to the wing.
Of course, it is a family console, yet they have stuff like Fire
That
Emblem.
argument does not work.
Exactly right.
Well, Fire Emblem excluded. We also have Silent. Yeah, we also have, I think, Resident Evil or Silent Hill on that console. But the thing is,
people are fighting.
Smash is made by Nintendo.
Hey, you're not nervous, are
Fire
you?
Emblem might be
Nope.
too, but Smash is so hard made
Really?
by
Why
Nintendo,
are you more quiet
it's
than usual?
Just trying
it's
to
first
focus.
party. Yeah,
Like you
it's
said.
literally they would not allow that.
Yeah, they have characters like Solid Snake in, but then again, considering Konami are a bunch of sellouts,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Snake himself is not that bad a problem. Like we both know that that guns are fine, but anything loot is the most dangerous shit imaginable. I mean, look at the anime and their censorship.
never stopped Samus Aran with her Zero suit outfit.
Yeah, honestly, that is still surprising. I mean, on the NES, if you are super fast in, I think it was the original Metroid only, she is in a bikini.
Not?
Like at the end of the game.
Ouch, what happened?
I just needed I hope
I mean,
Or maybe that
No,
was
we're
when
just
they
talking-
didn't make the Zero suit yet and it was just the fast clear reward.
Please make your. They're in way too deep.
One way or another.
Prob-
It's a thing.
probably the latter.
Yeah, probably. Well, let's kick an ass of a person and their
ready?
dogs. Yeah, it was
Try
person
to
with
get
dogs, or the bandits, then it is the two machines, and then I have to change my entire materia setup because you do not enter with elemental on a weapon against Hell House. It's literally a death sentence if you do.
Sounds like the sort of boss that was deliberately there just to be sort of like the cut. Or what's the
The
word
thing
for
with
it?
Hell House is it's a barrier boss, meaning it shifts weaknesses and what it absorbs all the time. So
Got the
if you enter it with your weapon being forced to do elemental damage, a quarter of the fight you will heal the thing. Or does do no damage, I forgot how it works.
I forgot the English word for what it is what I am trying to say.
Can you describe what you're trying to say?
You know when
Well, that's one win down. Go
you know when you're going up against a enemy and you're doing great, you have all the stuff kitted out, you pretty much have the dog's bollocks of weapons. But then there's this one guy who comes out and basically is saying, yeah, your best shit's not going to help you here, mate.
Oh, I know that. That's literally all super bosses of Birth by Sleep.
That's what they
Like,
call the
if you
greater
don't know what
eye.
the actual best shit is, your deck has like some mega endgame commands that are hard to get or found in the last world. And then the super bosses are like, yeah, you have no invincibility, you die.
Yeah, cruel irony. Cruel irony.
Ah. Okay, round 2.
Good God, my native language is English and I'm forgetting how to speak it.
Oh, it happens when you have many. Okay, he got shocked. Fine, Arif, do things.
This one's for you. One more shot. I'd keep my distance if I were you. You got this.
Ew. When it comes to some Final Fantasy, I cannot help but wonder. I mean, I recall in one Final Fantasy game you could literally chop people up in it, but thankfully when it comes to games like the remake and all that,
You could shut
Ah,
people up.
yeah, I can't recall what Final Fantasy it was, let alone if it was a mod.
Me neither. I have a feeling it's the mod though.
Well, on a different note, when it comes to JRPGs, what was your first Jan? Out of curiosity.
The first, eh?
Yeah.
I think that honor goes to Final Fantasy III. Or Grandia. Actually, it might have been Grandia because PS1.
Can
Well,
say I ever
Lundva.
pl-
I think Lundva still counts, does it? I know it's the PS1 game because I had that before I had my DS.
Ah, fair enough. I mean, the reason why I ask is because I was going to say, are you familiar with the game Guardians Crusade?
No, I'm not.
Oh man, that game. Great storyline, good music, decent characters. The only problem with it is the lack of an overworld map.
Oh god.
The game was huge. The basic story, as it turned out, is you play this guy who is a knight essentially, and you end up finding this baby dragon type beast. You think its home is in this cave. Boy, you couldn't be more wrong. So you have to go into the cave, save the baby after a night's sleep. Next thing you know, you have to take it to some place called God's Tower. That's practically on the other side of the world. As if the angels cannot ask enough. Hang on a minute.
This one's for you. Keep it together. I'll show you what I can do.
Right, sorry about that.
Oh, no problem.
Why don't you lead the way? One more shot.
It's just a pity that you cannot bring stuff like Game Boy Advance games onto modern consoles. I mean, the Golden Sun games were phenomenal.
No need to panic. Here goes. It's your turn.
Taking over.
Right. I'll be back in a moment, just making myself some more tea.
Don't worry.
That's it. Keep it up. Come on.
I'm waiting. Come on. Keep it together.
I'll take care of him. Why don't you lead the way?
Let's do this. You're done. I'm ending this.
This one's for you. One more shot.
Deal with that.
I'll show you what I can do. Sorry, you okay? Lend me your strength. Can you take over for
Hang
me?
back.
This has never... I can't believe it! And the winners of the Corneo Cup, the deadly and dynamic duo, Cloud and Aerith!
My condolences.
Well, time to prepare. Okay, first up. How do I do this? Okay, Elemental pisses off completely. Lightning stays though. Healing Magnifier, Reviver Fire. I have to give up her magic ups. They're so strong.
And I am back.
I have an idea. Ever if you get a new accessory, yeah, it's weak as shit, but I need the material slots.
Okay, what did I miss?
Nothing yet. I will sacrifice the MP up so that I can put which of the statuses was the insta death one? Was it subversion? Yeah, it was subversion. I need subversion and warding on both people. Because I have been told that our little friend Hellhouse can insta-kill.
I beg your pardon?
Oh yeah, Hellhouse got an insta-kill. First Strike and Steadfast go away for now.
Where's Disney's Alice when you need her? We'll just sacrifice Alice from Alice in Wonderland to the house and we'll be fine.
I mean, honestly, the biggest problem is not the house itself. But I've been told what the house does. And that's the problem. Friends told me the house can summon tomberries.
Ah.
And tomberries have instant death. The catch though is that it is coded as the instant death status effect. Not an attack that just does 10k flat damage. And that is the trick. Because it is coded as instant death, I can negate them entirely.
Gave me goosebumps. Ready to kick ass? It's not even about the money. Show them what you got.
Let's see how this goes. And honestly, if I first try it, it would be a highlight and my friend would be so mad.
Like no other. And we share
Well, you probably shouldn't have said that in the live stream, Jan. You probably should have just filmed it out, then do a cut of it, then worst case scenario happened and it took a few attempts to just play it off saying, oh yeah, did that in one try.
I do not cut my streams.
Fair enough,
Honest
fair
about
enough.
my accomplishments.
And I can respect that. Just me being a troll is all, don't mind me.
Oh, I know.
I know you keep saying this, but the fact that after all the shit Cloud and Aerith get, now they're on their side.
their opponent, buried in the bowels of the Colosseum. An unspeakable horror, long imprisoned, set free tonight for your entertainment. The secret
Just
star
upset we cannot take our
Stellar Stable.
English. Why is it so hard to speak at the moment?
The Hell House.
It's too bad that we can't bet on our own fight.
If you could bet on your own fights.
I mean,
Well.
imagine just bet all your money on your own fight. The odds are absolute shit, probably. Like, in a good way. Like, the odds are amazing for us winning because they don't think we win. So it's like 80 to 1 or something.
Problem with that is
It's
the
just
game creators would probably then try to implement something like you bet say hypothetically you could bet on yourself, but you bet all your money. What would you think the chances are of the creators doing something like with the more money you bet, the more harder it is?
It would be fucking amazing. Without that until a certain maximum, and then it's like you can bet 50 or 5 million, it doesn't matter.
Keep your eyes glued to the action, ladies and gentlemen. The cups, fine.
I'm just waiting for the days when you get stuff like Fiagos, sort of like Sword Art styles, and people actually bet actual money on gladiatorial fights. It'll happen one day, I guarantee.
And the Tomberries have appeared. 3 of them. Too bad you can't one-shot me. I still want you gone though. But they can't one-shot me, so eat shit.
That makes sense now, how when the house swallows the character up, get damaged, there were thornberries inside that place all along. It's a murder house.
I can't use magic because it's in the electric mode right now.
But I'm glad I wasn't invited.
But I can at least put on the arcane ward right here.
You got this. It'll be a piece of cake.
Get him!
Let's cast a Vision on both of us.
No big deal. Go on.
And it didn't cast on Cloud. Oh, it did cast on Cloud. Wonderful.
This one's for you.
Oh, Cloud is already out. I did not notice. Oh, hey, Elwood!
Hmm?
It's in wind mode. Oh wait, Cloud has the thunder material. Damn it. Hey, Cloud! Get over here.
Get over here.
One more shot.
I didn't think I would be able to stagger it. I just wanted to progress the fight faster.
It's almost disappointing.
Because yes, I need to use Cloud later in fights, but I'm pretty confident I can do those with little to none MP.
Don't count your chickens until they're hatched, buddy.
Yeah, that's why I don't use a lot of magic, but at least I wanted to use a little bit.
What the?
Fair enough. When the house is in its bird mode, I cannot help but think Banjo-Kazooie boss.
Oh yeah.
You know the boss I'm talking about, right? Yeah, the big inflatable dinosaur boss. What's his name? Mr. Patch, was it?
I think. It has been a while since I played Banjo-Kazooie. Really? Really?
Yeah.
Alright.
A miraculous escape from our courageous contender! They had a pretty wild time in there. I'm waiting.
That's it. This one's for you.
Still, you think of the people who actually created this house, though. I mean, you got the shit.
I still wonder how this got made.
Well, no doubt with Corneo's connections with Shinra, they probably,
Firaga!
Get fired up.
considering the Don's connections with the Shinra Corporation, I can only assume that it's speculative. I mean, look at the metal work on the head, for example. That is way too shiny to be second-hand parts. It's to be Shinra's doing.
One more shot. That's it.
Either that, I'm just overanalyzing crap.
You asked for it.
There'll be no coming back from this one.
overdo it.
I'm coming.
What is going on in there? Only time will tell, but I'm not sure we want to know.
At least the Tomberry saw that again.
Are these moves even
Cool.
legal?
I kind of wonder though. You have the engine inside the house, but the house sucks the people in. Where does it keep all the thornberries and the people it captures?
No idea. Holy fuck! This is bad,
What?
this is bad, this is bad.
Oh, fucking hell.
And I don't think I have Q on. Oh, that is bad. And the thing is, I have no Q on. Him, this is shit because I can't switch to air before she gets murdered. Now I can switch to air because I got some time.
Oh
thank
shit,
God.
oh shit, oh shit.
What a brutal hit by the Hell House! There's no way that didn't hurt!
Get him.
I'm not gonna lie. I generally thought Aerith was gonna go down.
Oh, same. That would have been really bad.
It's over.
One more shot.
Well, considering Cloud was inside the house and all that.
Actually, Cloud being inside in the house was what saved her.
Needs more magic.
Well, that sure ain't working.
Still, when the word interior decoration comes to mind, I don't think this is what supposedly came to mind as well.
Bring it.
Don't you want to gather up all those adorable little guys and hug them and never let go?
Ouch, ouch.
Folks, are these moves even legal?
Can you imagine the board meeting at Square Enix when they're actually designing the bosses? And just all the daft ideas that come out.
Here's the bigger thing. Imagine when this house was originally made, you know, on the PS1, and they were like, okay, we need a funny enemy. How about a house? What the fuck you smoking? Can I have some?
Just everyone pausing going, a house.
Yes, did I stutter?
Just, and the guy literally drawing it and everything, and just the whole, son, you are quite frankly either insane, just things. Either way, we're doing it. Then again, as mentioned in a previous live stream, Nova Boss back at Shinra HQ, someone had to draw that.
Keep it together.
Also, if you're wondering why I'm not summoning, despite me being able to for a while now, it's quite simple.
Tagging
I
out.
wanted for the last phase.
Isn't afraid to fight dirty!
KFC can wait.
Lead the way.
Oh, KFC has to wait.
Get him.
Don't
And
overdo it.
we are not talking about Corona, by the way, people. We are referring to the Fat
KFC
Chocobo.
beats Corona.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Nah, when you said KFC will have to wait, I thought you were talking about the epidemic that's currently going on with all the KFCs being closed.
Okay, no, that was.
Gateway to hell slammed.
I'm overanalyzing things too hard. Don't worry about. Oh,
Stuck in Aerith. This is bad.
Ow, man!
Aerith,
Did anyone get
limit
the
break.
out?
This might be it.
A heroic move by Eric.
I'll take
As she
care of
provides
it.
support for her partner. Savor that healing wind.
You can do
Let
it.
it wash over you. Restore
God
you
damn it.
inside and out.
It's on
It's
you.
switched.
I'll show you what I can do.
P93.
One more
Oh.
5
shot.
orc faces?
I don't know why the faces, but that's my brother. I
Why don't you lead the
Guten Abend.
Is still open on tonight's
Not sure if I'm
fight.
saying that correctly.
that's good enough.
Well, thanks. You have more faith in my German than I do.
Here goes. No need to panic.
My turn. I'm waiting. It's on you.
I'll show you what I can do. You can do it.
Still plenty of surprise.
Looking at this boss, some part of me really hopes somebody actually made a cosplay of this.
I don't think somebody managed to cosplay the house.
You've got this.
Hang back.
Just, I'll look it up later. If I find somebody who's cosplayed this, I'll send it to you via DMs.
Oh, definitely.
Hungry, and it's about to chow down to the competition.
I mean, we've all seen the Aerith RPs. We've all seen Aerith get stabbed by the cosplaying Sephiroths, or that one,
It's on you.
I'll show you what I
or that one poor Aerith who is surrounded by 10 different Sephiroths. Just okay, we get it. We get it already. Just stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you seeing this? The world's first flying house.
One. Stop and everything.
What's this? I see.
The old switcheroo.
Also, Aerith summon. It's time.
Hell House is up to no
It's time we roast this house for good.
Thanks for coming to help.
Bring us out, KFC.
Deal with that.
Now back to
I'm coming.
now back to Cloud.
Division joins the combatants in the arena. I think the
That's
feathers are
that
about to
bad.
fly.
Oh,
I don't
The fact
care,
that-
Cloud. You do that. I need to get ATB on Aerith.
Make a meal of the Hell House. Really doubling right
the
on.
fact that Shinra has all this money and they never bothered to create a fast boost chain for Chocobos, it still boggles my mind. I'm not gonna lie.
As if
I mean,
probably
they're-
barely anything, but it kept the house busy.
Here goes. Go on. Here it comes. Can you take over for me?
I mean, Shinra's always been power hungry. Who's to say Heidegger didn't have other things aside from military in mind?
I'll show you what I can do.
Wait, I thought I put on an arcane wall.
Open it up and see.
Try using it.
By the by, Jan, when it comes to the rest of the remake, is there anything in particular you are looking forward to? Like any of the characters coming out?
Honestly, except for Aerith showing up. Wait, what? This turned really bad immediately.
What does happen? I'm still...
They spawned in more enemies. Enemies that should not be here. And that need to die first.
Here goes.
Ah,
This one's for you.
bloody hell.
That's it. You've got this.
I got this.
Aerith, I want the cure on Cloud. As Cloud deals with all this shit that just showed up. Please, Chocobo, kill some of them. I cannot end this Reaper. What is this bullshit, Corneo?
But has our power couple done enough to take home the top?
Seems Corneo can't even be asked to have a fair fight.
I mean, it was clear to see some of the fucking Tomberries.
You'll win.
Get him.
Well, one of them is dead.
You got this.
Oh, I do. Aerith, heal me.
Jesus.
I'm coming.
Oh, I think I killed both.
One more shot.
Can he keep fighting the good fight? Or is he ready to
Did.
throw in the towel?
Aerith, Whoops, that was healing her. This is bad. Aerith, heal Cloud. And that's to make double shot healing actually happens. Oh wait,
Come
that's
on,
this
Aerith.
shit again. Actually, the house flying like this is a godsend because I can build ATB.
I was about to say, how do you figure that one out when Cloud cannot hit it? But you pretty much answered that question right then and there.
The Hell House is about to stick the landing. Watch out, or you'll be squashed.
Sorry, why don't you lead the way?
Curious, if you got enough people together, would you consider a Mario Kart stream?
I'll show you what I can do.
I don't have Mario Kart 8, otherwise I would.
That's it.
Oh man, there's
Go on.
it's probably for the best. Now's a good time to say, never played Mario Kart. I wouldn't know what the hell I'm doing.
Oh, I played other Mario Karts, I just never played 8.
What of 64?
Oh, I played that one on emulator.
I'm coming.
I mean,
That's it.
I mean, what? Fuck, I'm turning American. I mean, I've played 64, but any other Mario Karts, just right out the window.
Here goes.
It's all been Xbox and PlayStation from that point onward.
Can you take over for me?
Someone's getting chewed
I'll
up.
take care of them.
Okay, Cloud being eaten is actually a good thing. I can build ATB.
Tagging out. I'm coming.
Now that had to hurt, folks. Are these moves even legal?
Oh, I know what this thing reminds me of. That animated movie, Monster House.
You know, you're not the only one that makes that comparison. I have heard others compared to that before. This is bad.
Oh, fuck.
Why don't you lead the way?
Keep it together.
Here goes.
Aerith, you're in a prime position. Do it!
It's your turn.
Hang back.
Fortunes of these contenders are still in flux, and there's no telling what might happen.
One napalm enema for the house.
I'm coming. Sorry. Go on. Just a bit. You've got this.
Let's do this. Don't overdo it.
Here goes.
It's flying again.
One more
Hey,
shot.
thanks for the free ATB.
Get him. That's it.
It's kind of cute that it's hanging on for dear life, I must give it that.
Thank you.
Well, I also had to build up MP again.
You can do it.
My turn.
Aerith healing win now.
A heroic move by Eric as she provides support for her partner. Savor that healing win.
A Kane Ward. Fiwaga.
Why don't you lead the way?
Restore you inside.
Break out the butter, gonna make toast.
Sheer persistence win today.
Nice. Deal with that.
I'll take care of them. Go on.
And now I have to hold back on the attacks for a sec.
This one's for you.
I need to
Just
build
a bit.
MP and ATB.
You've got this.
My turn.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but this is
Yeah, Final Fantasy X.
What about it?
Was there a specific boss that you enjoyed fighting in that game? Or moreover, a specific enemy? Aeons included.
Not really enjoyed fighting, honestly, but the game itself was pretty good.
Until the Dark Aeons appear. In that case, it gets annoying.
Oh, the Dark Aeons not annoying me.
I mean, he literally tried to return to Markalania because there was something I forgot in the Cloister of Trials.
Take over for me.
Shiva literally tore me a new one.
Oh yeah, that happens to people. It's dead! First try! Eat shit!
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, splinters to splinters, and just pretend I'm saying something profound for a moment.
We did it!
Just look at all the looks on all of the people's faces in the crowd. Even they can't believe it.
Yeah! We just fucking summoned cutters too!
Ah. It's upset that you can't beat the shit out of the commentators.
Well, Emma will do that in a second on her own, so...
That boy.
I mean, they are literally getting beat up
Awfully
with a
rare
share,
you're
so...
showing an interest in someone. What will you do?
Oh, Jesus. That was close. Should probably move my tea over here. But Final Fantasy X, though. Yeah, it wasn't until I broke out Yojimbo a person called Pixel Book is here. Says hello.
Oh, hey, Pixel! Sorry if I didn't see the hello earlier, I was a bit preoccupied with
There
cleaning
you
up a
are.
house!
So, madam, I was all big events like the Corneo Cup.
Yeah, kind of sorry as well that I didn't read out the message to Jan.
Also, just for the people see where's gameplay there is.
Many apologies.
Okay, how much
Yeah,
MP did I leave Cloud with? None. But it doesn't matter, I don't think I will need it. But first, let me fix my material setup because I hate having subversion here. Let's see, Cloud had Steadfast and had... Where's the first strike? Had the first strike. And you had an MP up and something else that I forgot.
Dark Anima. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah,
That
that boss
fucking
can
boss.
eat shit.
Can eat Yojimbo's blade is what it can eat.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's see, I had 1 MP up on Aerith. What was the other thing? HP is here, magic is here, fire, revival, healing. I think it was prayer. No wait, she had an 80 beast. Nah, I think it was prayer, and even if not, she should have it in case she wants low on MP.
By the way, did you see that link I gave you in regards to Final Fantasy X? You know, the one with the really bad fanfic.
I did not look into it yet.
Then please do yourself a favor and don't. It's just... It'll make you cry. It made me cry, at least. And for all the wrong reasons.
You mean it is written horribly, or it literally breaks all canon reason?
It breaks a lot of canon, because, you know, when people die in Spira, they become part of Firefly.
Actually, not really. Oh wait,
Well-
they do, but also the Fireflies just
here.
reflect people that happen to be dead.
Just one thing. I told you.
Well,
it's like they say.
Everyone,
I'm gonna
spoiler
put it
alert,
all
do
right.
not blame
Now
me
that
for
that's
this,
out
you
of
have
the
all
way.
been warned.
To be fair,
Once
it's
you
level
change,
10,
you won't be-
so...
All right then. In the meantime,
Well,
there ought to be
in
things you
that
see now
in
you
that
can't
god
see
awful
without seeing.
fiction,
I assumed you still
apart
wanted- so
from what
we
I've
went and had a
seen,
chat with-
he just gets
Nothing so
decapitated,
much.
but
This
his
is a perfect
fireflies
reason
don't
for
appear.
you. Boy, I can't wait. The dress is part of. Ouch. Well,
Okay.
peek and I'll poke out your eye.
Just to really throw spanners in the works. Essentially what happens is he kicks a blitz ball and it explodes. Somewhere on Besaid, but from what I've seen, it's something of an alternative dimension or somewhere in the past. I don't know.
My head is already exploding by the CDRC.
Let me see if I.
Okay, there are 3 side quests I am required to do, which basically means I need to do all of
You
them.
have yourself a grand time tonight.
3 side quests required by law.
Actually, I think party never stops is required because there's a fight in there, and I think the third one only unlocks after they do the others. Let me double check that real quick. Yeah, I think the last one only unlocks if I do the others. Oh. Yeah, the Madame N world of side quests has two, you know. It has 2 side quests that have a battle. This one only has 1, but due to how Sam's quests work, I have to do it. And I'm just doing the other one because I fear I have to do that one too. Why does the map load? What the heck?
Ouch.
Well, let's get this mess started then.
Welcome. Oh, his drunk ass. He's probably 3 sheets in over it.
Sorry about that. Fate went down the wrong tube.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Wait up, Cloud. Sam caught me
Shut
to
up,
do that.
Sonny.
Well, now, the bar's this way. Drunk girl.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm skipping all this dialogue, but he is sadly a part of this quest.
Never seen.
But first, let's quickly murder someone in squads.
If you've got some.
Because I think I need to do all of them, so I need to do squads real quick.
If you want to give it a go. So.
Rest in peace, your arms, but on the other hand, your biceps are going to be huge by the amount you're tapping these buttons.
I'll see what you.
No way I'm letting you win.
Just ask everyone who played Metal Gear Solid 1 with the electro torture
Mario
scene.
Party.
Oh god,
Not bad at all.
all the Vietnam flashbacks are coming back.
That's how it's done. I knew you could do it. Your form's looking good. You've got this. Come on. I knew you could do it. That's how it's done. Not bad at all. You've got this. Come on. Now don't forget
Oops, I sped up too fast. I have plenty of time though.
And plus, you are going up against the
An
first
idiot.
bloke. You're going up against the first bloke who stumbled over twice.
That's why I said I have more than enough time.
Not bad at all. That's how it's done. I knew you could do it.
I mean, theoretically, you could open yourself up a can of Free Deluxe and still win at this point.
Your form's looking good.
I think the highest you can ever get is like
Not bad at all. You've got this. Come on. The best you can do.
And why this round was absolute shit, I don't care. Oh wow, 13. I thought it got only to 12. Well, there we go.
Ronnie, you know
No, you did not fall at the end. Just Cloud sitting down, reveling in his victory.
if you're ever up for.
Okay, now let's do the entire side quest that also involves talking with the guy that only sells drugs. Honestly,
Yeah.
I need to think of better stream names for the other for the other streams that I still have to do on hard mode. I'm running low on ideas.
On the plus side, can go around to all your mates, ask for opinions and whatnot.
To be fair, my ideas are in one way or another always just saying, hey, I can't use shit.
Got it. I just
My first and second stream of hard mode were just alternated anime titles. The first being Shinometa and the second being K-On! And the third is a joke from SAO Abridged, but that was the login button. And Embargo is a Pokemon move that blocks item use.
I fear that Embargo would be wasted on a few people, I'm afraid, pal.
I mean, Embargo is the thing I looked up just to be sure it was that move. Because I knew a move existed, I just forgot for a sec how it was called.
At least you're actually willing to put in the effort to find titles. I mean, back in my Valkyria Chronicles dream, my first episode was called World War Wii.
I mean, to be fair, my normal mode playthrough of FF7 was just me going off what has happened and me going off what I know from the original. But mostly what has happened and being like, okay, what title can I make from this on the spot?
At least you're showing creativity.
Honestly, I expected I would do more trophy hunting streams, which is why I now have a stream that's trophy hunting trophies across time and space 1, when it's the only trophy hunting stream I ever did, because then hard mode happened.
That's it. It looked.
And then hard mode happened. You make it sound like the Fire Nation attacked.
You just need to tap, and then you'll be able to.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. But I like this quest because it uses the materia and what you did in the game. This is why I like this quest.
Is this the sauce? I don't know.
Never.
Come on, bro. You know there are more hidden
Oh
bugs.
god, not again. Bloody vape.
Oh, so this is the sauce. Neato. It's time. The last bite.
Ew. It is a good way how to get rid of the material you don't want.
Actually,
Sure.
it doesn't use the materia, like it's gone. It's just, if you have it leveled or assessed enough enemies, you get better results. Like, it goes off your elemental materia, your assessed materia, how many enemies you assessed with it, and your cleansing materia, which the first time I was here was complete shit.
Let's show him what we brought back from our little...
And now it is a coup de grace.
It's time, bro. Should it be? It's just.
I mean, of course now it's maxed, because I maxed everything. I needed it for Shadow Mission. Chapter 17 will be fun.
Hey.
Chapter 17 should be a blowover.
But the thing is, not only did I hear my friends had trouble in Chapter 17 with that boss as well, but also, Chapter 17 is where the last battle simulator is. And where I have my full party. Meaning once I get there, my task is to murder Bahamut, murder all the other Colosseum fights, and get the final item in the game.
Let me ask you something.
Nope, never cooked.
You'll be fine. You got this.
Oh, I got this. This may take a few attempts, but I got this.
I seriously have.
Bases, they're all the same. Let's see what happens when I select fridge this time.
Your fridge might be broken. Maybe it's not keeping the ingredients cold enough.
So,
This-
you're an expert on all things.
This restaurant here,
Okay, then.
the one that you're in currently,
Fix this by fiddling with the temperature.
just getting nostalgia for actually going out to get something to eat now, before this whole pandemic started.
Can't wait to cook with all these great ingredients. Here, eat up.
Man, this looks great.
You know the kind of restaurants, you know, the corner cafes
Yeah,
and all that.
I know. In the town I was during school, there was a pizzeria like 5 minutes away from the school. It was known by the entire student body, because when the cafeteria had food that was just meh, a lot of people went there and got pizza.
Like seeing the customers too stuffed to
Was the place to be?
Thank you enough. Oh, and here's a voucher along with
Ow,
my gratitude.
ow, 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 ow,
Poor guys some minutes.
Sorry, as you were saying,
And it was just known by everyone, and the pizza was awesome. Not just that, but there's also the fact that whenever people did big celebrations, like we just ordered from there, it was great. Heck, even when my apprenticeship threw a celebration, like for all the 30 years that were done with it, we ordered pizza from there. It was delicious.
You're what? Then you must know it. You're a
is the
lifesaver.
place still about?
So, let me see. What needs to
Oh yeah,
be-
this place still exists.
I need you to deliver these 3. You'll probably find this guy sprawled out on the ground somewhere. But make sure you check his symptoms.
Oh, it's
before
actually
giving him
raining
medicine.
outside. Sorry, easily distracted.
Ah, there was the door. Oh, why? This was the quest that has no marker. But I remember there was someone hurling in the rooms of the inn. Yeah, there was a green dot here. I think he's in the bathroom section, because in the original there was someone in the bathroom hurling its ass out.
Come on, asshole! Hurry the hell!
Yeah, you. Oh Jesus!
What?
I just seen the guy. I just seen the guy holding his stomach.
Yeah, that one was just waiting.
It was poison, I tell ya. The sick son of a bitch puts poison in his food.
I've got meds. Let me take a look at you.
It's poisoned, I tell you. The sick son of a bitch puts poison in his food.
Thanks, buddy. Oh, you saved my life. Oh. I'm grateful for your help, but do you think a guy could get a little
Not if you don't
Done
make
so.
it out of here alive first.
Doctor tell you lay off the booze.
Can't have just one. The more you
Yeah, you're talking of food. Where I live, round the corner, there is this one cafe that sells excellent all-you-can-eat breakfast. It's
Your friend
eggs,
Cloud?
bacon, sausages,
Yeah, now
I did about as much as I
you name it, they got it.
that's fair.
Oh, we have one of those places one town over.
Well, heard from the cook.
We also have a China place one town over that does all-you-can-eat buffet.
It's a VIP, not having.
Holy mother!
Oh
And-
god, my mouth.
Tell the old man I said hi.
Like, whenever we go there with family, I'm like, okay, give me all the chicken and fish you have. Wait, I know you heard, give me a lot of chicken and fish you have. No, I mean, give me all the chicken or fish you have.
You make it sound like you're holding them at gunpoint.
No, I just was reminded of a video, which was a Danganronpa face edit of another video, where that was an actual line but with meat. And I just
Nice.
copied that line. I literally just go to the buffet and fill my plate up with chicken and chicken and fish and eat it and then get more.
Who are you? You're no son of mine.
Walk over the fish and chicken and no one has to be harmed.
Just for you.
My inspiration.
I'm gonna send you that image in an edit video in a sec actually.
Yo, is that?
Look, so long as if I come to visit, so long as you don't nick all of the curry, you're fine.
Nah, the curry will not. I just go to the fish and the chicken because, oh god, fish is so good.
Now make way for the VIP.
Steak.
But first,
Lead the way, old.
Steak can be good if you have a good sauce to it. Oh god, one time we were at the buffet in a hotel that my sister worked at that hotel, which is how we knew it had buffet. Like it was an internship thing. And there was just a lot of cream sauce and schnitzel, and I literally browned the schnitzel and cream sauce. It was so good.
It's pity you're not gonna. I'm gonna go in because Cloud.
Just
Honeybee in.
it's starting to sound more like a food live stream than it is the gaming one.
I will be honest, yes, but also there is not much happening in the game. I'm literally just running around.
You know, fuck it, yeah. Food live stream, let's do this. Seriously.
I mean, it's literally the thing, we can talk about anything because there's nothing interesting in the game until chapter 10 starts.
What's your angle?
In that case, something you should really try. You should. If we meet, I'll make for you my signature curry. One Raven Roost curry. Curry renowned in my social circle for being so spicy. You're gonna need to put some toilet paper in the fridge beforehand.
Oh god.
I'm not even kidding. And here's the rule. My curry comes with a challenge. And it is notorious. There's only ever been one person who ever succeeded in it, namely me. And what it is, you have the really hot curry, but to water it down, you have whiskey, and it's not known as firewater for no reason.
Also, meanwhile, I equipped an ice material to my elemental material because, well, I'm about to fight some bombs. This was the bomb one, wasn't it? Hey. Yeah, dynamite body, that's the bombs.
Oh, that is one hell of a way to change the subject, but okay. I don't think ice meter is going to save you from the curry.
Oh no,
Both
it's
on the
not.
bomb though.
On another note, you said in Sword Shield you're how far? Champion Cup?
Oh, I've just managed to defeat Alistair, the ghost gym leader.
Wait. Didn't you say something about level 50?
Yes, I got them. I got all my boys and girls to level 50. Then I went into Alistair's gym and I just went, Alistair, you may be a gym leader, but that fancy title isn't going to save you.
What did you do? Did you do 10 million weights or something?
Huh?
You're talking level 50 at the at the 4th gym.
Correct.
Did you go waiting? Or
Yes,
how?
What I did was I did a fuck ton of farming.
Yeah, because weights give you XP candy. XP candy is overpowered, especially if you get your hands on a friend that has 5-star weights. Because 1 XL is like level 1 to 30. Raven, let me put you in perspective how good your team is. It is on par with story fights you do after the 8th gym.
Thank you
That
very
is how
much.
level your team is.
I'll tell you the kicker though. That's only 5 Pokemon. I haven't got a 6th member yet.
Yeah. Honestly, when I played the game and learned of Alquemi, I was like, oh, can I use this? Then I learned that Alquemi is literally a support Pokemon, which can only work in double battles because in raids everything can negate your buffs for free. So I sadly can't use it.
To be honest, I'm kind of tempted to challenge you now, but however, I'm pretty sure you've completed the game at this point.
Well, I still have my playthrough team, so we could have a battle.
Well, once I've completed the game, I'll take you on. No
Once
problem.
you beat Leon, whatever team you have at that point versus mine. The good thing is online level sync, so there should not be much of a problem.
You're on, Jan. Britain versus Germany. Let's do this.
Yeah, that will be fun. But for now, let me kill some bombs.
Right, of course.
Or at least make sure that they don't fuck up, because I cannot use magic right now because I have no MP left from after the fight. So I have to be a bit more creative.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but couldn't you have stayed at an inn, or is that strictly for the old
That's just
version?
HP in hard mode. But what I could have done, and I'm only just now realizing, is instead of giving myself ice element, I could just make myself fire immune and negate their ass completely. But I didn't think of that, and will do that if I die.
Well, either way, win or lose, it's really a Colosseum battle. It's not as if you're really going to go into shit for it.
And I got smothered by it. Babe, let me quickly fix that then. Because I forgot how much damage these things can do.
Oh dear.
It happens. Well, just swap it around and I should be able to absorb most, if not all, of their shit. Hold up.
Hang on a minute.
Hang on a minute.
What?
I got another idea. You just reminded me of something. I
need
wonder
to
if
go.
this works.
When you say it like that, you couldn't sound any more ominous if you tried, could you?
Oh yeah, because you just reminded me of something. Colosseum battle. What if the Colosseum back? I know Colosseum can restore MP. What if I keep the MP outside of it? That is my thought. What if I, after doing a Colosseum fight, have full MP? Because I started with full MP.
That it?
Ah, I see what you're doing.
I mean, it is an
Sneaky.
experiment. Worst case scenario, nothing happens. Best case scenario, I come out with 78 MP and can just nuke them. By giving
Well,
my
78. 78 should be more than enough in theory.
Oh, 78 is so much.
Was never in doubt.
Like, there's no way I don't defeat them with 78 MP. I will still put Elemental Fire on, but there's no way I don't defeat them with 78 MP.
Oh, without fire, how can you make toast? In the immortal words of Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat, Toasty!
It's on now.
But normally benches here MP, but this is hard mode, so they don't.
Not bad.
Change the subject again, but when it came to Pokemon Shield, was there any particular place in the game where you had difficulty in your first playthrough?
Leon.
Leon, huh?
Yes. Because here's the thing.
Come back
I
anytime you wanna fight.
before starting the tournament at the it did not work, but it was worth a shot. Before starting the tournament after the AF Gym, I was like, okay, let's take my candies and make everyone level 50. That should be a nice level, right? Yeah, thing is, it did not work. Let's remove ATB stagger and put fire here, then swap them.
Considering he only goes and gets the other starter Pokemon that wasn't chosen.
The problem wasn't the Pokemon he has. The problem is that between starting that tournament and hitting Leon, there's a jump of 10 levels. And you do not gain 10 levels in that time.
We've been waiting for you, champ.
Yeah, you really could have done with going to the raid fields, or whatever it's called.
I know, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to cheese it by just being overleveled. Plus, I didn't know what overleveled would have been. I did do him first try! It was just that I did not know what he would have, so even if I wanted to level sync to him, I could not.
Come on.
I feel you, man.
Ha! Their biggest attacks are negated, they have swelling and inflame, and that's it. The rest are negated. Thanks for the heal, asset.
You make it sound like a guy's just throwing a squeaky ball at you and just you saying, look, stop embarrassing yourself, just die with some dignity.
I mean, that's literally what they're doing.
Come on.
That's the little flaming hearts.
Whoops. Not what I wanted.
Theoretically, you can make yourself a big team while they're attacking. Now, if only it was just your magic that they did up and not your health.
Well, to be fair, what are they going to do? They have no attack, it is not elemental. I just murdered one and I'm still full health. Oh god, he got focused, he's so dead.
Let's do this.
Oh, what is that? What is that bomb gonna do? Bounce on you?
Shit.
This bitch run away.
Yeah, when it came to Pokemon Shield, I had more trouble with the after game, to be honest. Just in my first playthrough, I was kind of in the same situation as you. I just wanted to get on with the story, but the problem was, with Hop at the end game, I sent my Shield Doggo after him. Doggo just wouldn't let up.
I didn't
wouldn't
have
let up.
problem with post game simply because my team is very well balanced. Like it was very well balanced and therefore I could deal with a lot of things. It's just
Nice going,
10
champ.
level jump
Here's your cup.
Not here for
is still something you have to deal with.
Making it
But
on
my
anyway.
team was ready for that
cut to the
shit.
chase.
Never said a plus. As you are.
Nothing could
champ.
prepare me for the after game villain's hair, though, I must admit.
She ain't no
Oh
teacher,
god, that
but
hair.
she is a firecracker.
Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Villains look at this hair and I'm like, what the fuck are you people doing?
Even Maximilian Pegasus is going,
Pegasus
Oh,
has normal hair!
yeah, but you know how flamboyant he is? I'm imagining Pegasus is just going, oh dear, Lord, boys. You're making this art look ridiculous.
Yeah, but the thing is, Pegasus has normal hair. Yugi's hair is less ridiculous than their shit. Yamibakura's hair is less ridiculous than their shit.
Marek's hair is less ridiculous. And I am talking about the abridged version.
Ah. Okay,
Yep.
since Cloud will not have any fights until chapter 10, I might as well set up my party now. And the first thing I need to do is check my enemies.
You ever play Final Fantasy 15?
No. Weakness 5.
Oh, Hmm?
Oh, I
Goes
just
what?
checked enemy weakness. And thought there was something else that was unscanned. I just checked enemy weakness and how I can prepare for it.
Not gonna lie, if I streamed 15, it would probably be more of a fishing simulator, to be honest. Spent more time fishing on that game than I did fighting.
Oh, that just sometimes happens.
Relaxing, though.
Okay. Bella doesn't matter shit. Tifa doesn't get any elementals because she is just mega punchy girl. Times 20. And Airwolf is already equipped with fire, so this will go well. Because here's the funny thing with chapter 10. The boss is at the start. Not at the end, at the start. But here's the other funny thing with chapter 10. Because of this, I have a lot of time across chapter 10 to get MP back if a fight is actually hard. So, interesting things are indeed happening.
Even more interesting things to come.
Oh yeah, next... What the fuck is this? No, I just squat with Discord while I was walking. But the next thing that's happening is just... talkie, beating someone up with a chair, more talkie, and then killing a big fat monster in the sewers. And now, if you don't get to name it, it already has a name, and then it dies.
Sebastian.
God, I still love
I've
that
been-
Twitch so much.
Gotta rewatch that at some point.
Oh,
Seeing
shit.
as, considering my favorite character doesn't appear till way later.
Final Tifa!
Take a deep breath.
I heard Corn.
God, I like
what I
Yuffie in
do.
the bridge so fucking much.
Hey, Cloud, bro.
Ah, yeah.
Hey, bro, right?
Played by Mystic Pyro Freak.
Just want to say, bro, that I'm totally relieved that you're looking out for Tifa.
Good voice actress she
How'd
is.
you get so
Is-
strong
Yeah.
bro?
I said,
And just the
Also,
relation.
also in the Corneo mansion in the Abridged, the assistant is the voice actor for Abridged Kirito.
Like you. My problem is that I tend to.
Ah, nice.
I mean, I hear it from the voice. It's pretty unmistakable, and it's awesome. I like Abridged Kirito. Abridged Kirito takes normal Kirito and puts him in the garbage where he belongs.
No, right? I mean, as I said before, many times to you in private, the thing is with Sword Art, should have given it to the guy who created Alternative. I mean, he did research on the guns, he actually looked at actual military strategy. The guy was...
much Alternative, but Alternative is pretty much a good thing. And also, Alternative has the advantage of not having to feature Kirito.
Yes, and not to mention, the main character doesn't start off all powerful. There's actually progression.
Yeah, that's the thing. Kirito is meant to be a power fantasy, but it's the bad kind of power fantasy because he, as a character, has nothing.
He is essentially just an adolescent boy wanting to play the hero.
Like, that's the thing. If we talk OP characters, like Tama in One Punch Man is the most OP character in anime, but the fact is he has a character because he's bored with the power he has. I mean, it is boring when you one-shot anything.
Not to mention, if you're all powerful and all that, just pretty much everything is just handing to you on a plate at that point. No challenge, no variety.
But that's what makes Saitama a good character, but Kirito just doesn't give a fuck that he's OP. He just is. Meanwhile, which Kirito is a sarcastic asshat that actually evolves over the arc thanks to Sachi and other people.
The kind of sarcastic arsehat we all want to be. There's no denying this, you gotta admit.
Yeah, he is.
Just... Oh god, I'm trying to remember that one line. You have fucking what's-her-face just sticking her boys on Kirito, and you just have Kirito just going, my health points can regenerate faster than you can take them.
We could be here all day and you wouldn't be any closer to beating me. Not that it won't be fun. But here's the thing, you don't have to wonder where you got it, because he's right here, and he's fresh out of mercy.
And you just hear the guy crying in the background.
Yeah, that one was good.
Not to mention, the girl who was playing Silica, just, wow, got the voice done just right.
I don't understand how many times I have to tell you why you can't skin my fat!
Or better at the end of the episode where Kirito and Silica just think they're just bringing the dragon back to life, and all you just hear is that blood-curdling scream.
I mean, the time ran out, which is pretty good given that Silica does not appear again in the Abridged. Or in the normal show for that matter, other than that one shot when the game is done. So... They can't do shit like this.
See, that's really sad though. Silica's adorable.
Oh, she is.
Trust me, this is gonna work out great.
I mean, she's no Liz or anything, but she is most definitely adorable.
So, Madam M said on. So I say we march right up to him, explain the situation. I can't wait. I'm so excited I can't breathe. The audience.
Good evening. Welcome. We're here to see Andre. You must be Mr. Cloud. I've been instructed.
Like, that's the good thing about the Abridged, because they know things don't come back, they can fuck with them, like how Asuna burns down Lisbeth's shop.
And Nappa in Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Yeah.
Just...
And here's the man of the hour chosen by
yeah, just trust Takahata to always put the emphasis on it, all his characters, especially like in Hellsing Abridged.
Oh, Hellsing Abridged was so good.
Come on, the show's about to start.
I still stand.
Fun fact, when in FF7 Abridged, when they find Vincent, he at first talks like Alucard, and then he fixes his voice.
Ah, yes, plays by... English, what the fuck? How do you pronounce his name? Falero. It's the guy who voices Vincent. Fun fact, everyone. On stage dancing. Dancing isn't the difficult part, it's actually trying not to get stage fright.
Yeah. Like I have that with presentations in school. When once things started, they just kind of happened. Though I still hate PowerPoint. Like, because PowerPoint presentations, according to every school outlet, require the text is on there, which is like cliff notes of what you're saying anyway, it makes it seem really bad. Because I always feel people just look at the PowerPoint and don't listen to me.
Should have done was you probably should have got up in front of the class complete with a ruler and literally hitting the board as to what's where and who, what, where, and why. That would get their attention.
Yeah, that doesn't work when your thing is just a projector screen at best. But the better thing, the thing was in any presentation, if I could work with a PowerPoint, it was 10 times better because I know that people actually listen to me. Which, you know, is the entire point. If I just would give them text, why would I even do a presentation? And not just be like, here, have the text.
I hear you, man. I mean, what you could have done to get their attention when you're trying to read it out is, you know, in some schools they have that sort of whip thing, if you will, to get kids' attention.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like what Manuela had at the start of Fire Emblem. Just go in there with that and literally going, right, you're all gonna listen up and you are gonna like it. Whip.
Honestly, I just hate presentations in general in school, even having to listen to them. But that mostly because
I'm in love.
I was never really interested in half of the
into a vision of
presentations,
beauty.
so
Now, without further ado, let us begin.
For a moment, you were about to say you had a problem with confidence.
no, the confidence isn't the problem when I listen to presentations. It's just that I'm not interested whatsoever. So I was lost. Kinda there, kinda not there.
You were just there because you were kind of compelled to by...
Because I had to be. Also, I wrote Ingrid after Hell House happened that I first tried it and... Yeah... I couldn't believe it. But it happened. And once the stream is done, I'm going to highlight the entire Hell House fight and upload it to YouTube.
Well, as if the highlight wasn't enough, you pretty much got the stream right here. It's not just going to be on Twitch, it's going to be on YouTube, and you're also plastering it in his face.
I mean, of course I'm going to put the stream on YouTube too, but I like to separate that fight because, you know, my friends wanted to see it specifically, so I'm like, okay, I have it. Let's go. The next fight that gets the highlight is Blade Pete in Chapter 17. And of course the finale, because the finale is literally the last trophy I get.
Which notions of gender don't apply.
Sephiroth.
I mean, he is a platinum match already in Kingdom Hearts, so he can be on here.
Well, as if Final Fantasy wasn't enough for Sephiroth, he had to go and invade Kingdom Hearts.
To be fair, he has good boss fights.
To be fair, he's also a camera hog.
Oh, that definitely.
The mama's boy obviously wants attention.
Their look of surprise.
I mean, of course he wants. And to be fair, he got it, because again, he has good boss fights.
And was in a movie.
Please don't. Not a word.
Not even one?
No.
Anyway, to answer your question a while back regarding Crisis Core, I don't think we're going to see a remake.
Getting pretty late.
Honestly, it would just be neat having a Crisis Core remake, because Crisis Core was a good game, or at least to release it outside of the PSP. Like,
Tell me about it, man.
if you don't want to remake it, it's fine, but release it on PS4. Like, you release FF7 original on everything in the goddamn sun.
I know what you mean. The reason for which, from what I understand, it won't be re-released is under the basis that the guy who played Genesis, the guy who they got the likeness from, apparently Square Enix and the guy had a bit of a falling out, and
Okay.
that's why they
At least.
don't want to remake it. They don't want to create a stink.
But can you then explain to me why in the fuck Atlas they keep Persona 4 going and Persona 4 dancing on the PS Vita?
Here you are.
When the
Ready for
Vita
one
has a
hell of
Vita
day and
TV,
naughty
which has a
moments.
normal
Then
controller,
I'll take
like
a
a
check,
normal
right?
PlayStation controller,
serious?
Is
and
there
the
a
games
problem?
are
I hope you
super
know it.
capable
Oh,
of
we'll
being
be
ported to
fine.
the
If you say
PlayStation,
so.
as shown with
Come on.
Persona 5 and the other dancing games.
That, my friend, I cannot answer.
Honestly, and that's the funny thing, those are the only two games on Vita that I know exist on Vita. And are exclusive still to Vita.
And don't go poking your nose in where
The
it doesn't belong.
Danganronpa games originally released for PSP, or at least the first one did, but Japan only, and both of them showed up on the Vita. But Vita. And then they got ported to PlayStation and PC. Ultra the Spare Girls too.
It is rather annoying with localization, to be sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about games that didn't get imported. Go figure.
So what happens
Take
now?
abroad.
I think they'll call for us when it's time.
I'll get my words out.
This room gives me the creeps.
Where I'll be able to speak English. I'll be able to speak English in a moment. Just give me a moment.
Oh, don't worry, the game also takes a moment.
Yeah. So, they did Valkyria Chronicle 1. They brought Valkyria Chronicle 2. The problem is, they never localized Valkyria Chronicle 3. We went directly on to 4.
Come on, ladies, let's hustle.
All right, guys, let's do this.
Do you want to do this?
It's a pity. I mean, no one will get the full story, or at least no one who's willing to actually sit down and watch the subtitles or the Japanese version of Valkyria Chronicle 3 at least. Or get an emulator.
I get what you mean in some aspect, though for me it's not a MIDI that's missing, it's the end. A lot of anime only get like 1 or 2 seasons translated. At least in the earlier days. And it's really annoying when that happens.
Right, days are coming.
Okay, let's go rescue Cloud.
Corneo's room, right?
So, we just beat people up with a share and a cutscene I skipped, because I forgot that it's treated as one cutscene and not 2.
Man, I'd love to spend some quality time with girls like that.
The people
Aerith went
downstairs are allowed to live, because I don't need to bother with them. They don't give loot. The people up here though, they are dead.
Aerith went like a pro wrestler and Macho Man Randy Savage them.
What the? I kicked him so high it took a while for him to come down.
That's the way to do it.
What? Still, where did Tifa have to kick to get that kind of thrust? More importantly, do I want to know?
No idea.
More importantly, am I going to cross my legs any moment after I realise when the pennies drop? Don Kaneo's time will come. Be torn off eventually.
I mean, if we are lucky, we will see him in Wutai and then he will die.
Oh no. Just why kill Koneo? That would be way, way, way too easy.
Of course it would be too easy, but it's probably what happens, or what already happened. I forgot how the original went, but then again, the original is already out the window.
You could throw him into his own arena and just let him get torn up by his own beasties.
I was about to say, aren't I in chapter 10? But yes, I am. I just missed the notification that said, hey, you beat chapter 9.
Hmm?
There's always a notification when you beat a chapter in hard mode, and I just missed that notification. Chapter select. And yeah, I have to go back there off stream in order to get the Madam M side quests.
Dude, if you got hiccups, get yourself a drink. No one's gonna hold it against you.
Oh, I have drinks, don't worry about it. There isn't
Good
much
man.
in terms of manuscripts left. The only big one is chapter 14, because that one is a side quest chapter. And the rest is just plot.
So you say that chapter 14 is a side quest chapter. It's kind of fitting that its name is called A Search for Hope.
I mean, one of my stream names was in search for side quests because it fitted well.
It did fit well indeed. Oh hey, Sebastian.
Yeah, and here's the funny thing.
I see. Don't overdo it.
So it's my turn?
I can unleash all my magic.
Over for me?
Oh, Sebi. This is the part where I say something unrelated and say,
Take the lead.
I'm coming.
strangely enough, my brother's called Sebastian as well.
We're mounted. Tagging out. Let me handle this.
No relation to this guy, I can assure you.
Don't overdo it.
I'll show you what I can do. All set. Okay. Gotcha. Come on. There. Hang in there.
Oh god. People, can you share?
This one's for you. You ready?
I take it people on Discord are being rowdy, yes?
No, I mean, the boss. He has no shit.
Ah, I see. Well, it's not as if it's going to help him. I mean, at the end of the day, swords are gonna stab, fists are gonna punch, and Erif
You ready?
which he's just gonna sell flowers.
But Arif also is about to cast a cure on everybody.
Just a little should help.
Then sell flowers.
Oh, I phase transitioned him by stagger gauge.
You're up.
Hang back.
Oh god, it's this
Why don't
thing.
you lead the
I
way?
got
Just go away.
I'm waiting.
It's on you.
My turn.
Oh Jesus.
Here it comes. Get ready. Take the lead.
Here goes.
Let's wait for the later game when it's fully come out. Bear in mind, we're gonna have to fight Hojo at some point, if
Oh.
I'm not mistaken.
Oh, we are. Hey, let's cast the
It's your
let's
turn.
cast Vargas and use
Bring it.
Tifa to keep him in place.
I mean, Hojo alone, the creepy dude. If Tifa takes a fist to his face, she'll probably be doing years, if not decades, worth of improvements.
Watch yourself.
Hang back.
Then again, after seeing what happened to Hojo in the original series and the original game and whatnot, You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You're up.
Let's do this.
Why would he do it to himself?
No idea.
Because it is his fetish.
You've got this.
True. Yeah, with cast a cure on yourself, please. I'm gonna distract him.
Taking over. Finish it.
I can help too.
You're done.
It's your turn now.
One more shot.
I'll take the lead.
I've got this. Don't stop now.
Huh. Can't say I've ever thought about that.
Finish him off. Don't give up.
Come on.
Get fired up.
Avalanche is a completely... Avalanche has its own militia. And at the end of all this, guy comes in to save the day with a helicopter.
Destroyed! That was easy as fuck!
Well, Sebi's dead.
Nah, he's just running away. He dies at chapter 14.
May this boss be a testament to all the fishes that were flushed down the toilet.
There it goes.
Do you think it lives down here, or?
Was probably Corneo's.
At least the way's open.
Oh yeah, and I basically now have a free chapter of just run through the sewers and don't worry about anything because, well, there is no manuscript here after what I just did.
So it's pretty much kind of been there, done that, got the materia.
Another one
Been
of
there,
those.
done that, got everything, now I just have to finish it because that's how hard mode works.
Sure we're not lost.
Well, so the once else again, Square Enix can never make it easy. Then again, you are in hard
Let's
mode.
find that first.
It won't take long, honestly. The only hard thing that is left is Sahagins. Speaking of, I didn't think they would spawn so soon. Hey,
Not gonna lie.
Timo, a chakra, please.
When I was a child and my mate first introduced me to Final Fantasy enemies, I honestly thought a Sahagin was a kind of German dish.
Huh. You know, the funny thing with Sahagin is I didn't look at enemy names a lot when I played games, so the reason why I knew what the fuck a Sahagin is because FF14 has them as Beast Tribe, which is a lot of side quests.
Good God, cannot wait for that to come out on Xbox.
Oh god, if 14 never comes out on Xbox, man. Because crossplay is a given. So
Indeed.
if it ever comes out on Xbox and you're on a server I can access per world visit, so any of the ones of the Light Data Center, assuming they haven't split again, I can actually be a taxi of sorts.
Nice, considering. Plus, it would also employ more people to join groups and all that. More chance of making potential allies, pals, etc., etc., etc.
The bigger thing is just that when weights come out, let me talk a bit about weights in FF14.
I've got this.
So weights always come out in a set of 4, more or less the weight tier. And they're usually labeled by a letter that's related to it. So the Stormblood weights are all O number and then S if it's Savage or not, because they were Omega based around Omega. So when E4S came out, and I saw what the mount reward is. I was like, I don't care what I have to do to get
So
this
it's my
mount,
turn?
but I want this mount because it's the 4-man mount, and I missed the FF15 event, so I don't have one. And I got it. It took a while because Party Finder is absolute garbage, but it will happen.
Well, surely if you're a member of a guild, finding a party shouldn't be that much difficult, yes?
For weight, that's a different
It's
story
really
entirely.
dark. I'm sure we'll be fine. Come on.
Shitting me,
Even
don't.
in guilds, not everybody does savage raids. Like savage raids is the hard mode raids, while the normal raid is just story based and pretty easy.
But I can't imagine what it is.
But
Just
savage
throwing a whole chunk
raids
of
is
the
the hard
city just
raids,
back
and the
at
hard
us doesn't
raids are
make
not
any
run
kind
by
of sense.
all people.
I can't imagine any way they could profit from it.
Sounds like the online MMO terror over again.
O'Neill's
Oh yeah,
lying.
basically.
He's gotta be. Guys like him.
Locked up tight.
But
I mean,
what if we use
truth be
this-
told,
Huh.
if I can make a confession to you, Jan, before we even met, the reason why I even wanted to play Final Fantasy XIV in the first place was all because of one dungeon. One dungeon introduced me to Final Fantasy XIV, and it had to be one of the most creepiest stories in the entire damn game.
Tower
That's a
Deepcroft?
power generator, all right.
Yeah, I mean, I felt sorry for
It's an antique.
for Ada on a personal level, because before I wanted to get into retail, I wanted to get into doing medical stuff and whatnot. IRL, medical is really the nearest thing you can be to a white mage, so I could personally feel her suffering to some degree, you know?
Would you look at that? And let there be light.
Alright, now I have to find the key.
Need to find that key.
Well,
And-
let's find that key.
And not to mention, losing somebody you care about like that in such a manner, it's no wonder she went off the deep end.
Yeah. Honestly, that's
And-
the thing that FF14 does great, just making you care about things that quote unquote don't matter in the big story. It's a thing that game does well. Though a lot of people are pretty pissed about the fact you have to do every single story quest to unlock raids. But here's the thing, and it's the funny thing. They actually, I think by now that patch has rolled out, they reduced the amount of shit you have to do in the first expansion.
Well, they have to bring a new place somehow.
The bigger thing is the first expansion is known by many people as the not even the first expansion, I mean the base game. The base game is known by many people as the worst part of it, mostly because it has, after you reach level 50, it has about 101 quests that 90 of them are basically filler, and not a good fun type of filler.
Is the fact that you're so precise with the number, I cannot help but be a little worried now.
Well, I know for a fact it's 101 quests in that segment, or at least it was. Like, I know that for a fact. But, A, I don't know how many of them are left after they trimmed down the fat, and B, and more importantly, I just don't remember how many of them were filler and how many of them were actually good.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out when we get everybody on that game.
Oh, you will.
I'm determined to get Castle Ravencroft on that game. I'm determined to get a few of its denizens involved.
Yeah, and since it's EU, you can definitely play on the Lights data center, and I can hop over with World Visit at any time.
This it?
Nice.
World Visit actually is a feature that was introduced at some point. It wasn't base. Where, like, at some point far before I started playing, you got the ability to do matchmaking over across multiple servers, and also do party finder across multiple servers. And then they introduced World Visit, and the entire world rejoiced because now I can go on your server and we can do shit that is server specific, like hunts or treasure
know this
maps and
place.
shit.
So this is where Sector 6...
And we're sector
And carrying me to
Let's
victory.
just try to make. We can do
Well,
this.
I
for
could
sure.
do that, but here's the other thing. In dungeon, there's level sync, so I cannot fully break it.
Oh man, I was going to use you as a human shield.
Well, it still works outside of the dungeon. Like outside of the dungeon, I do a snap and anything that isn't level 70 dies in one shot.
No,
But
but I actually.
you first.
But no, I was going to go on to a different topic in Final Fantasy 14. Please finish.
Yeah, but otherwise it has level sync in dungeons and in trials, which is just a way to separate boss fights from everything else. Like say I say, yo, let's go fight Shinryu. That's a trial because they're like, okay, let's make these separate so that people don't have to do an entire dungeon to fight a boss. That is really important to the plot. Or that sometimes the boss doesn't have a dungeon because it just doesn't fit.
So it's kind of like multiplayer Borderlands then, in that regard.
Essentially.
But I still want number 3 so bad.
But it is on Steam.
Yeah, but
Money.
I mean, I have the cash for it, but if a lot of the shops in town closed down and, well, to be frank, so many play. I'm so used to playing on Xbox and whatnot when it comes to Borderlands.
I see.
I'm so set in my ways at this point. There are
That
some
makes
games
sense.
I do good. I'm good on playing some games on some consoles, but let's just say if you gave me if I've been playing Borderlands 2 on Xbox for so long, and then you put it on PS4 for me, I'll just be looking at the controls and I'm literally thinking, where the fuck's the A button? Why does this control have an X?
Well, I know, I think if you play any PC game it can adjust button prompts, but I also know that, yeah, you just have to wait a little while via Amazon.
At this rate, I'm probably going to end up doing that.
I don't know if console and PC allow for playing together, but if they do, well, I have a leveled character that can nuke shit in. Actually, if I ever play with you, the first few weapons you drop I have to take, because otherwise I kill shit in one shot without even trying.
That's fair. Considering the class I want to play as, I doubt I'm probably going to be doing much in the way of attack anyway.
What class are you going to play?
Well, as I said before, I see myself predominantly as a healer. However, if there are guns in that game, I'm going to be shooting so much stuff that I could literally market it as a new form of Swiss cheese.
You're talking about Borderlands. Guns are its thing. I don't remember if any class actually has healing. The Siren might, but I would have to check that.
No, I was talking about guns in Final Fantasy. I mean,
Oh, sorry, because we were at Borderlands, I was confused for a sec.
don't worry, I'm confused 24/7.
Oh yeah, well, while your weapon is tied to what shop you are, so no, you cannot be a white mage that shoots guns. Because your class decides your weapon, literally. Even crafters have their own quote-unquote weapons.
Oh, hey, Sans the Skeleton 365.
Hello. But yeah, crafters have their own tools as main hand items, and whatever main hand item you have equipped decides what class you are, assuming you unlocked it. Otherwise you can't equip it.
That's the problem. I like healers, but I also really like guns.
Well, here's the thing. The class that has guns in FF14 is known as the Mechanist. The problem is the Mechanist can only be accessed once you enter Heavensward, which is after the base game and all the patch quests that are still left of it.
Well, shit, I guess I'm a healer then.
The good thing is the Mechanist spawns at level 30 and other classes are easy to level due to daily bullets. But until that point, you can be white mage because those are a starting class.
Not bad.
Dr. Ravencroft.
They call
I
themselves
swear-
conjurers at the start, but they turn into white mages at level 30 with their class quest.
I can imagine my character being one of those drunk white mages who, kind of like a surgeon, I'm imagining my character is drunk 24/7 and he's literally going, "Yeah, okay, so what's wrong with you? Oh, I appear to have a bullet. I appear to have a bullet wound in my sternum. Don't worry, I got this. Okay, let's see if I can still draw a straight line."
Keep those gloves up.
Dr. Ravencroft, making you better since as to be decided, seeing as I don't have Final Fantasy 14 yet.
I mean, I would not be surprised if that is how all Trauma Center games would actually be. I know they are not, because I have seen Trauma Center games, but it would be funny if it's just like, oh my god, he is so drunk. Oh, I still went the wrong way.
I want that as a minigame now. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry, it's fine.
No, I keep on interrupting, but
Easy.
imagine Trauma Center. If they had that as a mini game in Final Fantasy 14, and that's what you have to do to heal up your teammates
That
in the middle
would
of
be
a boss fight.
nightmare, given how weights are. But speaking of nightmares,
Worked up a good sweat.
FF14 1.0 is a living example of the worst MMO ever made. Very dead example at this point, but let me lay down some shit. First off, there is no market board. If you wanted to buy anything from another player, you had to talk to multiple NPCs called retainers, which are just player shops basically that are just always active. And you had to find what you wanted. Comparing prices was a nightmare. Then there was some really stupid EXP fatigue based shit that I just heard about. I heard about all of these things through YouTube. And then there's the biggest thing.
Guys,
Tell me, what would be the
Heavens
most
wanted to have something
ridiculous...
similar. I'm
Yeah,
betting we can use this to
imagine
control
the following.
sewage level.
Hey,
A
Cloud.
boss
You
enters
wanna
the
give it a try?
dungeon,
This ought to drain the water.
he checks,
Right.
and all he sees is 8 flower pots.
8 flower pots.
Yeah, now, without knowing shit, can you guess why I say flower pots specifically?
No luck?
Because you knock over one of the flower pots, a thornberry appears?
We can use
No.
the hand. I remember
The
having-
thing is,
Aerith, you might.
Wait.
the game was
Trust
so
me, this is
heavy
the-
on
we'll be back soon.
graphics that a flower pot has as many polygons as a player.
So you're telling me a flower pot more important than a player?
Equal. But yes,
So maybe this is a little different from the one at the bar.
You're trying to tell me that a flower pot is literally the monarchy in that game?
well, it was. Because 1.0 was badly designed and the graphics were a bit bad. Like bad in the nothing could handle this shit way.
Oh dear lord.
That was, like, here's the thing, 1.0 was so bad that they were like, okay, this game is unsalvageable, let's make a new one, while we keep patching the old one, and then continue the new one. That is how Realm Reborn was made and why it has that name. Because literally 1.0 was nuked by Bahamut. Was nuked by Bahamut, who was in a moon in the sky imprisoned that was called down by some idiots. And he kinda nuked the world. And this is canon, and stay canon in 2.0.
Well, at least Square Enix, I gotta give them credit. They came up with a creative way to salvage a fuck up. Gotta give them props. Can't stay mad at them for that. You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright. I was just looking for something and I think... Yeah, that is definitely it. I was just looking for something, and if I did not look wrong, I can't look into videos right now. This is how 1.0 ended. Like when the server shut down, this video showed up.
Oh, look at that after the stream jam. I mean,
Yeah,
I really don't want to swap over.
but
Besides, knowing our luck,
yeah.
the Twitch would probably play up again like it did earlier.
No, that was because I started something. You can start whatever and it doesn't matter.
Could've gone
Either way, pal, I'm not risking it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am a lot of things, but I am not foolish. Until somebody throws a grenade into the exact same room that I was in. Don't ask.
That went well.
Still, MMOs.
How did I hit the third one on first try?
I did it.
What the?
Wonderful.
Okay,
I'm not
let's
questioning.
head back.
Let's
Cloud's
go.
probably getting worried.
Let's just go. I got some Sahagan to kill in a second. And then enter chapter 11.
What was your first MMO?
Wonder King. Though I was a little kid and got distracted by the one way to supposedly get cash shop items for free and didn't play much.
Ah,
As
I
in,
see.
I farmed a lot of in-game materials and tried to sell them to buy the shit.
fair enough.
Nicely done.
We make a
I mean,
great
truth be
team.
told,
Go team.
I'm kind of ashamed to admit this, but the first MMO I ever played was also one which I was a beta tester for.
So,
The first
Try to stay
Destiny
alive.
game.
That way I just.
huh?
I mean, Destiny was good. It had a lot of good things going for it. The problem was, with Destiny 2, there was a lot of things Bungie was cutting back on.
Oh yeah. I have actually played Destiny 2 for a while. Like I played when it came out and then got bored and stopped. And then I played again recently when it went free to play. And then got bored and stopped.
I mean, they're pretty much beating a dead horse at this point, unfortunately.
Oh they are.
Much better.
At least it sucks. Destiny was supposed to be the messiah of it. I'm not sure if I say it correctly.
Don't hold back.
You got. Just go away.
Keep it together.
I'll show you what I can do.
I say Destiny was my first MMO. Technically, I'm kind of lying. Technically.
Then what was
Are
the
you
real
from-
one?
Really sleepy.
I'm not really sure if I can call this an MMO, which is why I'm not sure if I'm technically wrong or not.
For you.
What was the game you think of?
Mine's back
The
in
first
the
Diablo game.
Huh. I don't remember if it had any good multiplayer capability, but...
No surprises there.
I remember it being multiplayer, but to call it an actual MMO where there's so many people, I honestly can't remember for the life of me. It was... I don't know, I was playing in single digits.
Yeah, when I played Wonder King I was pretty young
Sure seems to go
myself.
up for a change.
Hope the pillar's not much further.
Times. Gotta look up Wonder King while I'm at it. You got me curious now.
Deal with that.
Sadly it was discontinued and I don't know if it still exists in any form.
Well, even if it doesn't exist, there's still the memories of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Dirge of Cerberus online mode, or what Metal Gear Solid Online was before the freaking Metal Gear Solid 5 remake. No, Metal Gear Solid 5 remake? No, Metal Gear Solid 5 came out.
Nice. Also, I beat chapter 10.
Nice.
Time for 11. And 11 has 2 bosses, and I know exactly for which one I need all my magic. The good thing is, Aerith is still available. And this is the last chapter. She's in until 16.
Understood.
The flower pot didn't save her.
We ought to proceed as planned.
Oh man, this guy's appeared. Why has he got to be so rude?
Because
Yeah, the train graveyard. Hey, Cloud, what are you doing up her
This is the
skirt?
train graveyard, all right. A real
We are
treasure trove of scrap.
climbing
Sector
things.
7 should be just past that large.
I was about to say, leave it for the bedroom. Seriously,
Stay in the lights.
we all know Hojo will give them a room for experimentation later.
Everywhere.
That it?
Funny thing, Hojo actually does not do that in this game. Instead, Cloud passes out and they all go to Aerith's room.
I'm irritating, to be honest. I mean, there was nothing even wrong with that scene.
Not every scene is changed because something was wrong with it.
Is that right?
I mean,
Then
that's
some
right.
scenes literally just change because this is a remake and we don't have to copy everything.
I mean, there is something I recall that happened later on in the game. Something about Aerith's and not Aerith, Tifa and Barrett's execution. I am aware that one of the memories are hazy, but I'm aware that there is a form of execution that was going to be used on Tifa that was, well, quite traumatic for some people in the original. I can't.
I don't remember what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll find out later on when the remake comes. The rest of the remake, at least. Just so long as we don't wait forever to my favorite character appearing, I'm fine. A fellow tea connoisseur, Sid motherfucking Highwind.
Yeah, I don't think it will take long. He will probably be in the second game of the series. I don't remember Rocket Town being too far away.
What was that?
I should hope not. And besides, just want a good reason to smack Palmer about.
Oh, same.
I mean,
Shinra. Oh, I know that in the abridged, Palmer spent it on buying space. But imagine if he spent $1 billion gil in the Honeybee Inn.
well, the Honeybee Inn I can sort of understand.
I know, but imagine Shinra looking at the finance report. Here's the thing. Since until the meeting, nobody actually saw him buy spaces, and he just described it, because otherwise he would have been stopped earlier. What if they looked at the report and like, what the heck is buying spaces? And then after the meeting, they're like, okay, yeah, this is bullshit, and they do an investigation, and then find out he just wasted all that money at the Honeybee Inn.
Well, it would explain why. Well, it would explain why Don Corneo has all those robots in his arsenal.
Yeah.
It would explain. It would explain a few things, plus all the extravagance in the Honeybee Inn itself.
I mean, they have hollow projectors. Also,
Yes.
give me a moment.
Gotcha. Oh, chat, I guess it's just you and me. How goes the day so far? Whew. Okay. What are we doing? Yeah, there. Just a pity. Just have lift music while we're waiting. How to make.
And I have returned. Did I miss anything in chat?
Nah, not particularly. I was just asking if there was anyone in chat, how's the day been and whatnot, but since San, no one's commented.
It happens.
Oh well.
A lot of people are stuck, but that's alright with me.
Oh, come on, people. Don't be shy. We don't bite. Or at least I'm pretty sure Jan doesn't.
Nah.
Me, on the other hand, it depends on the time of day.
Why would I bite people?
Well, you know how it is. The corner shop's closed and you're feeling a little peckish. Just a joke.
Let's just quickly scan if I got pinged on any discords.
Right.
And now let's go back. And let me actually check something. My handy dandy Pokedex, powered by Shinra Assess Material. I need to check two things right now. The ghost is fire. Oh wait, these are the normal ones. What are the fan? Yeah, these are fires. All of them probably. Ah, Ghoul is the one from here. Yeah, fire still wonderful. And Eligor was weak to ice, so after the first boss I have to switch. Noted. And wind I need to have on hand too.
Wasn't Eligor a name of one of the personas from number 5?
Actually, yes.
He was the one on the latrine, wasn't he?
No, I think that was someone else. I would have to double check. I haven't played Persona 5 in a while.
Still, if that is the persona I think he is, he really looks better on the Reaper card than he does in Persona.
I mean, at least it is Mara that we are fighting, then this game would have a problem.
If this game had Mara, the censors would be having a field day with it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's just the idea that you have Mara, and then you play games like Elder Scrolls, and you hear the name of the goddess of fertility and love is called Mara. I
Yeah.
don't think Bethesda properly thought their names out.
Right behind you. Nothing to it.
Either that, or some guy at the office just wanted a trophy.
Oh, this was just for a chest. I went the wrong way. Goddammit, let's go back.
So what is schnitzel anyway? It's some sort of peppered sausage.
Wait, what is what? You cut out for a sec.
So what is schnitzel exactly? Is it some sort of powdered sausage? I mean,
I'm probably able to find a photo. I wouldn't call it a sausage. I honestly wouldn't call it a sausage. It's like a bit of meat, which can be pig meat, can be other meat. Like I know chicken meat can be used sometimes, and that is powdered.
I see.
You know what is kind of funny?
Go
How McDonald's is a fast food joint, and yet I get food faster if I go to literally any food stand around.
I don't know. You should try some of the street food here in England. It's not. It may call itself fast food, but usually takes about 10 minutes to properly cook.
Yeah, the thing is, most food stands have some pre-warmed thing, as it is already cooked, and they have in stock. At least ones I see, which makes it faster to give to people.
All good.
But there is a problem with it, though. I mean,
Still in one piece here too.
the hot dog stand that usually appears in my town. Sorry. The hot dog stand that usually appears in my town. Yeah, it does take a while to cook, but my god, the quality of the sausages.
I had some pretty good schnitzel while waiting for trains.
Oh?
Yeah, close to the train station is a pretty good schnitzel that you can just grab.
Just schnitz and run, if you will.
Yeah.
I saw a play on words. I had to take the opportunity.
Don't worry.
Schnitz and run. Yeah, there's got to be a schnitzel stand with that name. Even if I have to do the funding myself, I'll find somebody who can open it.
Okay, skip the cutscene. Have the train collapse on our ass.
Go on.
Oh, enemies spawned. Okay.
Here we go. Take the lead.
Here goes.
Wait a minute, isn't this the place where the behemoth appeared?
No, there is an underground lab, and we will see Behemoth in chapter 40.
This one's for you.
Right.
One more shot. Go on.
Oh, the luck up I gave Tifa is still leveling.
kind of a pity that the relationship Tifa and Yuffie have in the actual canon version isn't the same as the one in the abridged. I mean, I can imagine them literally getting sloshed and going to the Golden Saucer.
Well, the
And
thing is, since since Yuffie is optional in the original, they cannot really plan much with her because they don't know if the player actually has her.
Don't!
that sucks.
And depending on when, because you can get Yuffie at any point in the game.
I know, but
So you cannot have Yuffie be joining like on disc 3 and suddenly be bestest buddies with Tifa, even though they did shack shit.
gotta win at all costs.
It's on you.
I'll show you what I can do. I got this. Good luck.
Even if Yuffie is like a little sister to her.
Yeah, that is the problem with why it doesn't work in Original. Since the Abridged has her from the start, they can plan with shit.
Try this.
Does make me wonder if the abridged people did create an abridged of Remake and whatnot, they also create a mod that actually revoices the main characters to say shit like in the abridged.
Maybe.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Augustine, take your pick.
Okay, just open the stupid door game. Thank you. I got shit to do.
That's not funny.
On vape, not now.
Guess
Oh,
you
thank
guys
Christ
are
for
bad.
that.
Oh, I just one was locked and I have to hit this panel so that the trigger says no, you can't move the truck yet. And the train
It's
car
not
yet.
working.
I wonder if this is another prank. Someone may-
And now we start running around.
That paint glowing up though, am I the only one who's a little bit concerned as to what that paint is made from?
I was never concerned, but I get what you mean.
I mean, I could tell an obvious perverse joke, but I'm sure this is a classy establishment. Castle Flutterduck.
Yeah, I think people already got it with what you just said. Though the light is the wrong color for in the
I
sky.
found you.
Oh, right, we
Go on.
have an enemy here.
Take the lead.
I'll take care of them. Go on. What the? You can do it. All set. Get him. Bring it. It's on you.
Hang back.
I'm coming. Just a bit. You've got this. Okay, let's go. Big deal. Good luck. Kinda hurt. This might be it.
What the fuck?
What?
I think one of the ghosts has been constantly fucking with me. Heal me.
Glitch in the system, maybe?
Nah, that's getting hit by a lot of fire.
That's it.
And I'm getting sick of their fire, so I'm gonna hit them with my fire.
I got this.
Fire with fire. Final Fantasy X. There's no doubt World of Spirits is indeed beautiful, but
Here goes.
for people who would want to live in that universe,
Done.
No.
Get him.
guys, you do realize sin is prevalent, right? And if it's not him, it's Vegnagun.
This one's for you. Go on.
And the Dark Aeons.
But to be fair, the Dark Aeons are, for the most part, summoned by other people as a response of Yuna being a heretic and them really wanting Yuna dead.
But it makes me wonder though. You have the Dark Aeons. You have the normal Aeons. Falavor can fight Dark Falavor. So it kind of begs the question for me: are there two Falavors, or
Do you think there's more in here?
something just
Looks like.
seems weird
Aha! Found you.
about this whole thing? Like, say for example, one of the Aeons pretty much like say, we already know how we can summon Dark Anima, right? We go back into Mount Gargaset and we play that minigame, yes?
Yeah.
Tagging out.
Say if somebody was just messing about and having fun, and they accidentally summoned Dark Anima.
I mean,
The
that's
Anima
how
start
people
attacking them.
find her.
I mean, would Dark Anima start attacking them?
Probably.
I don't know. It's just the possibility of somebody accidentally summoning the Dark Aeons. I mean, Dark Anima wasn't even the scariest one. It was Dark Yojimbo when you went back into the cave, which I found most traumatizing.
Yeah, because you have to deal with a shit timer. You're literally on a time limit.
It's not even that. It's the way how he appears. You're trying to walk out the cave, and all. You try to walk out of the cave, and all of a sudden he just slowly walks in and whatnot. He doesn't even move towards you. He just stands in front of the cave. You can easily get past him by teleporting, but it's the fact that he just stands there looking at you, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, we get you're a samurai, you want to be ominous and whatnot, but still. At least draw your sword. And as I say that, he sanmatos me.
Going in.
Sorry, but we're in a rush.
Also, I nearly reached the next boss fight.
Wait,
I mean, except for boss. The thing is, hard mode in FF7 is basically a boss rush. Because normal enemies can't do shit.
well, they can give you free XP. There's that.
You do not enter hard mode unless you are max level. The thing they can
Okay,
do forever is give me a chance to restore MP.
Well, they could have given you more EXP, but yeah, farming.
Yeah, just having the materia you want for all of hard mode is a thing in itself. Well, then let's
Well,
begin a boss
traverse it.
fight, and let's begin it right. Aerith, you're about to cast a Firaga in a mana and a
It's on
board.
I'm coming. Yeah.
Or not, because he's in his physical phase.
Go on.
But you're still putting down the board.
You've got this. Let me handle this.
Come on.
Probably think about making some dinner shortly, to be honest.
Are you fucking kidding me? How hard is this fucker hitting?
We gotta switch it up.
I got this.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you just saw how hard this cloud got everyone got destroyed.
Yep. Just seen that.
See you. Keep it together.
I'll take care of them.
Oh, perfect. He's in his magic form.
You're burning up. All set. Get fired up.
I think I see the pattern.
Another. You're up.
My turn.
I didn't see battle this guy on the original playthrough, probably wasn't there for the stream, but from what I can see, it's a case of waiting for him to switch between forms and just dodging his attacks.
Yeah, that's basically what he does. Oh god, everyone is dying. Yeah, play.
Tagging out. Let me handle there. Bingo. Watch yourself.
Taking over.
I'll show you what I can do. Get him.
That bitch was a good time. Abbott, cure.
Good luck.
My turn.
Here goes. Can you handle them? Let me handle this. Bring it. You're up. We've got to get through this.
Can you stop silencing my mage?
Out of curiosity,
Sure.
I know we've already covered the whole epidemic situation, but however, aside from work, obviously, you given any thought as to what will be one of the first things you do once the pandemic is over? Whether that's going down to the pub, the bakery.
But A, my work has never stopped. B, I will probably just go visiting. Because I was meant to be away just ago, but couldn't because pandemic.
I see.
Deal with that.
I'll take care of them.
To be honest, all I just want to do is go swimming.
Keep it up.
No kidding. The day when I was gonna go swimming, that's when the pandemic was announced and all the places closed. How's the stream going? Says Shadow.
Oh, pretty good, Shadow.
It's on you.
My turn. Take the lead.
Here goes.
I have reached chapter 11 and I'm dealing with this asshole.
Jan really is showing no mercy.
Oh no, this is a game. When I play games, it kinda does not happen.
Mercy becomes overrated. Shadow, that's good. Yes, it is good.
Holy fuck, what happened? Okay, I want to see something. Okay, all that shit is non-elemental. I just wanted to see that. Now, please get Tifa back while I distracted Cloud and a crowd.
So.
Just there standing at the back while they're getting their asses kicked.
Okay, let's go. Back to good now. There.
And if you go!
Go on.
Just change set.
By the way,
Watch yourself.
Let's do this.
I'll take
by the way, Shadow, you should have seen Jan earlier. The house didn't stand a chance.
Go on. You can do it. All set. You're burning up. Ha, bingo. Gotcha.
Okay, I don't have time to cast Trivaga, I get it.
Good luck. I'll do what I can.
The reason why I wasn't here is because I am trying to avoid spoiler. Oh!
Makes
Oh,
sense.
shit. My apologies.
Here it comes. Can you take over for me?
Deal with that.
I got this. You're up.
My turn.
I did brought Final Fantasy VII, the original. Plan to play that and get this.
Go on.
No worries. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Whatever.
Oh god, it's the flames again.
Steady. That it.
Give me a second, I'm dodging fire here. And he spawned new fire, Aerith. Kiwaga, please.
That awkward moment when you realise this guy is in fact Hades from Hercules with all that blue fire.
Good luck.
Hang back.
I could start it, but
I'm waiting.
decided to stream or at least the ones on cancel. Legend of Zelda. Oh,
Take the lead.
I'm coming.
oh, to be fair to your Shadow, it is Zelda.
Let's get Go on. Somebody help me out here. It's on you.
Let's do this.
I mean,
I should probably heal up first.
come to think of it, Shadow, are you talking about streaming Zelda on the Switch or?
You can do it. Don't give up.
Yeah, I am a Zelda fan before I got into Kingdom Hearts. Let me guess. Jan had a hand in converting you over to Kingdom Hearts, did he?
Come on, team. I can still fight. Go on. Take the lead.
Enough.
One more shot.
The ghost is dead.
It's no more, it ceased to be, and has gone to join the Choir Invisible.
It's fun.
Well, next to
All
equip
this
ice
time,
materia and deal with
We
Eligor.
were waiting for someone to come and play with you.
Oh, I played Kingdom Hearts 1 to
What are
3
you
before I
talking
met Jan. Right, I see.
Come on, let's get back to the crane.
Well, I don't mean to be rude, chaps, but I'm going to log off of Twitch and leave the chat. I'm going to go get something to eat.
Alright,
Been
get
fun
something to eat.
It's been fun hanging about with you all.
Yeah.
Until we meet again.
See ya.
Till then, be good.
Those who lose their way out there in the dark of night will never, ever find their way back home again. What do you guys think would have happened if they caught us?
I wonder.
Meanwhile, I am still here, and at very least finishing this chapter. Let's get some intel before I equip. Okay, they are not treated as any elemental, of course not. But they have he has ice weakness, so lol, I didn't even use haste in that fight. How did I forget to use haste? Better send things, Airworth squares your attack spell.
Maybe they're the ones who were caught.
Can we just drop the whole...
What if they're trapped here and can't leave?
Just like we hoped.
We should be able to.
Let's find out.
Nice. My plan is to finish Train Graveyard and then maybe. Yeah, I think I will just finish Train Graveyard and then stop. I've been streaming at that point
We're
for,
through.
let's see, I started
Great.
at 8,
Let's head
9, 10,
outside.
about 3 hours, 3 to 4, so that will be fine. Also, I need to give someone wind materia. Hey Cloud, you will do that. No, right, Cloud is using elemental air if you get wind materia. Now, wind materia is shit to aim, but I will want it anyway. Cloud keeps the elemental. Oh, right.
Nothing you need to worry about. Let's get going.
And also we are doing our the DLCs.
It's moving.
Maybe now we can get to the other side.
Focus. That'll do. It's over.
So long.
See ya.
Couldn't you skip the story in Borderlands? Wait, how did you skip the story on a new character in Borderlands 2?
Don't overdo it.
I'll take care of him. This one's for you. What the?
Why is it just that you go to where the final boss is?
Go on. Give it up.
Well, I don't think there's any in-game way to skip story,
So it's my turn.
but there is an out-of-game way to skip story, and that is called getting
One more shot.
messing with a save file that says, hey, I did all the plots.
Get him. This one's for you. Can you handle them? Okay, let's go. That's a good one. There's no escape. Watch yourself.
My turn. Take the lead.
I'll take care of him. Here it comes. Stop it.
Oh, yeah. And we just don't have a setup for that.
Tagging out. I got this. No need to panic. Gotcha. It's on you.
Let's do this. It's over. Don't overdo it.
So it's my turn?
Sorry.
There. Finish him off. Let's finish. One more shot. Get him.
Okay.
This one's for you.
This path is blocked too, but we're so close I can see it.
Hey, do you think these trains might still run?
Could give it a try.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Huh? I think that's...
Plate separation code is... Got it. Yeah, of course I do. We can drop the damn thing whenever. It's just that...
Off camera, I also started my Neptunia Platinum hunt.
Why am I not
surprised.
Right, there are some games I still need all Steam achievements for that I started but never did them all. Like Rebirth 3 is nearly done. Cyber Dimension will probably go quick, and I will stream the rest of that because I like the game. Mega Tag should go quick. Nebu is done because Lily Grind sucks ass.
Can't afford to lose focus.
That'll do.
That was close. Get him! I'm coming! One more shot! Lend me your strength. Get him! That's it! Thank you! Just a bit. Get him! Bring it! We'll make it quick. Seizing the opening. What? Everything's spinning. Let's pour on the pain. Come on, you can do it.
Come on.
Yeah. Keep it up. That's it. This one's for you. Hang on then.
Hit it.
Thanks.
Let's go.
Let's go indeed. Well, assuming I find the lab there. Why, there it is. Tup, 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 clap. So Aerith has Elegor, Tifa has Haste, which she will cast on everyone, and Cloud has Blizzard, because Blizzard. Well then,
Almost there.
guess there's nothing left to do but kill this asset. Let's see how well this one goes.
I see you pushing it.
So it's my turn? One more shot! Why don't you lead the way?
Of all the times.
Get him!
All right.
That's it!
Yeah. Come on.
Okay, I can't counter the laser.
I'll show you what I can do. Back to good now. All set. Oh, that's really soft. Aha. Go on. Give me your best shot. Just go away. Okay.
Going in.
Bring it.
Need a breather.
Let me teach him a lesson. Let's finish it. Here. One more shot. Heads up.
That was so wasted. Oh well,
This one's for you. Come on.
win some easy stuff.
Mind taking over?
Taking over.
No, not yet.
Come on.
Bring it. Go on. That's it. One more shot. There.
Phase 2.
Take it from here.
We've got to get through this. You've got this. Let me handle this. Gonna get windy. Heads up. Gotcha. There. Heads up. Enough. Get him.
What the fuck?
Come on!
Go on.
Take the lead?
Hang back.
What the fuck is with Aleph? Why can't she save here?
Try this.
Wait a sec. They're here.
Stay back.
Take the lead.
Come on. You can do it.
This fucker cast Reflect on Aleph. Why did I only now notice that? Reflect on an entire party. Right then. Does this affect Chakra? No, Chakra's the normal. Wait, everyone has Reflect. So if I can't cast on him right now.
Just taking a little break. Good luck.
Take
Wait
it
a sec, Aleph.
I'll do what I can.
I want to target me. Why can't it target me? Bullshit.
Kinda hurt. Go on. Can you handle them? Let me handle this. Come on. Heads up. One more shot.
Bring it.
I think I need to like.
And Elf is dead.
Give him your all. Get in there.
I've got this.
Vegas, jetzt was hast du denn?
Shatter.
All set. Gotcha. Ha.
Let's do this right.
It's on you.
I got this. Calling ice. I'm waiting. Don't close your...
Okay, let's go. Gotcha. Heads up. Watch yourself.
All right. All good. Oh no. Gotta stay.
All set. Gotcha.
What a joke. Of all the times. Keep it together. Come on. I'm waiting.
There.
Gotta be smart now. I can't.
Fight through it. Let's switch it up. All right. Pushing it. Still in it.
Damn it. I can't stay awake.
Need to heal up. Take it from here.
I'll take over.
Let's finish this.
Let's do this right.
Let's turn it up.
On your face, now it's time to summon. What's in there von Shiva?
Guess it wasn't meant to be.
But summon there von Tifa, I mean. What's in there? Hold up. This fucker has haste. Yeah, no, that should be counted in a sec. guy got murdered. That was quick. What the fuck happened at the end? Did he have physical reflect? Or what the fuck was that? Well, given what happened, and I know what happens now, this really, I really likes reflect, but now I know he does it, so I'm ready for it.
Deal with that.
Here goes.
Okay, before anything happens, I want regen on the entire party.
Let me
I'm just so tired.
Let's go. There. Don't think you'll walk away from this. You're up.
Let's do this.
I'm coming. Get him. There. You can do it. All set. Damn it.
Taking over. Come on. Now.
And that one's for you. Bring it. Get him.
Pay attention. I'm waiting.
I'll do what I can. Sorry, but you handle it. Keep it up. One more shot. Keep it up. Yeah. This one's for you. Gotta heal first. Get him! Nothing to worry about.
Let's do this.
Stay back! Yeah, let's turn it up.
Damn it. Yeah, he started flying now. He has the haste bullshit.
Bring it on.
And the reflex bullshit, so Aleph can't do shit. That was reflect, right? Yeah.
Here goes. Okay, let's go. Bring it. Go away. Come on. That's it.
He doesn't have anything on him right now, so hey Aleph, doing a rogue on him.
Ha! Watch out. Gotcha. This one's for you. Ha! Yeah. Mind taking over?
My turn.
Ha!
Nice.
Cut!
stop now.
Let me teach him a lesson.
I can still fight.
Let's finish this.
Gonna pull back.
Right, my turn.
Gotcha.
This one's for you. Come on. Gotcha. Bring it.
Now's our chance.
Ready or not, here I come. I'll take over. One more shot.
Steady.
Mind taking over?
Taking over.
Enjoy the ride. Get him.
It's on you.
I'm coming. All set.
Hang back.
So it's my turn? Let me handle it. Go on. Bring it. This one's for you. No more games. It's over. Yeah, it's on you.
Let's do this.
I can't.
Come on. I'm waiting. Let's switch it up.
Here goes.
Need to heal up.
Oh, we're in phase 3 now.
Load! Look out!
Okay, what do we have? Does anyone have Shiva? Shiva, you need ATB.
So it's my turn? It's your turn. All set. Come on. Stay back.
Yeah, that works as the spell spent.
We're counting on you.
Go on. Get him.
I'm waiting.
Still reflect everyone? Yep.
You're up.
Taking over. Freeze.
Oh, T-Fast limit break. Nice. Thing is, I need to break this fucker's wheels.
Don't overdo it.
Here goes. That's it. You'll be tagging out. Let me handle this. Watch yourself.
Let's do this. Deal with that.
So it's my...
Ouchie, ouch.
Go on.
Chocobos!
We've got it. Why don't you lead the way? I got this.
Bring it.
You're up.
Taking over.
Now I need to wait for an opportunity after he stops moving again.
Stay back. Just go away. Stay back.
Keep it together.
I'll take it.
I got this. No more playing nice. I see you. Don't overdo it.
I'll show you what I can do.
Why? Ouchie, ouch.
One more shot. That's it. This one's.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Okay. I won't let you down. Keep eyes. I got this.
Come on. Steady. Steady.
Gotcha. Bring it. Hang in there. This might be it.
Taking over.
We've got to get through this. That's it. Can you handle them? Okay, let's go. Good luck.
My turn.
Come on, you can do it. There. Get him.
I'm waiting. Steady.
Go on. Cut. Here it comes. Can you take over for a bit?
Let's do this. Shatter.
Sure. However I can help. Go on. That's it.
I'm waiting.
Bring it on. Stay strong, okay? Go on. I'm feeling pretty weak.
Shit.
Guess it wasn't meant to be.
And there goes Erbe.
Keep it up.
We need to end this now.
Give him hell,
Leave
okay?
it to me.
2 limit
Give it
breaks.
my all.
At the same time.
Finish it.
Done. Game over.
Hold on, guys. We're coming.
And you can go to hell.
That was pretty good. Not gonna lie, that was pretty good.
We made it.
So let's quickly trigger the start of chapter 11, chapter 12, because A, I can then off screen get the other chapter 9 manuscripts, and B, just so I'm here. Will be a pretty good starting point. God, I hope you enjoyed watching. This was some good ass fights we had today. Chapter 9, 10 and 11 were all stomped out. Yeah. And we'll stream next time, maybe tomorrow, maybe sometime else, I don't know yet. Oh, but for now I save, because that was fucking awesome. And it was a good ass boss fight. hope you enjoyed the stream and I see you next time.